Keeping it real, who that sports pod, legendary coach Rock, go 17, let's rock. Who that? Boss kick, black and gold, let's go. First and goal, from the one, best believe, we go punch. Punching in, get them punch, with them Saints, watch us march. Down the field, down your throat, keeping it real, who that sports. Breaking news, interviews, open lines, just for you. Call in, join in.
Who that nation? How you doing? Come on in. Take a seat, sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab a drink, and let's talk. Think football. Y'all know what time it is. Time to keep it real. Let's go. What's going on, family? It's your boy DOLPH Jackson. Want to welcome everybody to the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. We coming at you with a little lunchtime edition, baby. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday, man. Listen here, family. We're 1-5, baby. DOLPH go get straight into it, baby. We're 1-5. We're going to touch on some things, a little insights that came from this past Sunday's game against the Patriots. Of course, once again, the New Orleans Saints were in the game. They had an opportunity to possibly take the lead in that game. But once again, as for 5 out of the 6 weeks, the New Orleans Saints have been in the same position. Now, if this team wasn't in a rebuild, I would totally look at this a different way. But being that they are in a rebuild, we have to take every small victory that we can get. Now, of those 5 losses, well, at least 4 of those 4 losses that they actually had the opportunity to win, there's something missing. There's something missing from this team. We need a bona fide, we need a dog on that offensive side of the ball. I don't care if it's a tight end. I don't care if it's a wide receiver. We need a playmaker. We need somebody that every time he touches the ball, the defense holds their breath. Now, many of you go say, and I'm saying too, well, DOLPH, what about Rashid Shaheed? How's Rashid Shaheed being used right now? Is he that guy? Is he that dog? Chris Olave, hot topic right now. Plain and simple, Chris Olave has too many drops this season. Drive-killing drops, crucial drops, touchdowns. If he comes up with that catch in the corner of the right end zone by the right pylon, that changes the scenario of that game. But yet and still after that, the Saints still had an opportunity. Juwan Johnson, good guy. Kid that came, as you all know his story. Came in as a wide receiver, big body wide receiver. The staff at the time saw something in him that, hey, this kid will make a nice tight end. And with his athleticism, he can be a matchup problem for teams. He worked his ass off. He adjusted to it, and this offseason, he was considered one of the best free agent tight ends on the market. Matter of fact, he was ranked number 1 by many of the top analysts who cover the NFL. But we have watched Juwan Johnson since he arrived in the NFL here in New Orleans. We watched his transformation to tight end. Juwan Johnson's too inconsistent. He builds you up to let you down. The veterans on this team are not helping Spencer Rattler. And I'm going to get into that too, because there's a lot of debate about should Spencer Rattler be benched? Should Tyler Shuck be put in? And it's just not about who that nation. It's by those who cover the team, who I respect tremendously. But just because I respect them tremendously does not mean I will not have a difference of opinion. And I do have a difference of opinion how I'm looking at it. I understand where many of them are coming from, but I just think I'm thinking different. I'm seeing things different. We have to also start looking at defensive coordinator Brandon Staley and saying, when are you going to make some changes? We need some things shooken up on defense. The Saints defense has allowed 14 punts in the first quarter in the last 3 games. So by the time the first quarter is over with, the Saints have a 14-punt hole to dig out. So let's talk about the positives. Here's a positive for you. For the first time Sunday in the first quarter, the Saints had the lead. That field goal in the opening drive gave them their first lead in the first quarter of the season. We were talking about being in week 6. So that was a positive right there. Then another positive, I still think it was a positive, is I still like the way that Kendre Miller, the physicality he is running the ball with. But I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but Kendre Miller was in a lot on passing downs, and he was the protector, and he was picking up the blitz. That is growth from Kendre Miller. That has been a bright spot through 6 games. As he had that breakout game, no. That offensive line has to stay healthy. They have to start gelling. They have to open up holes, man. This running game has to get going. They have to get the running game going. I believe that you got to stick with it. Things are turning the right way. It's kind of like one of those slow moving clocks, man. When you got the manually push it and turn it around, that dial is slowly. It's not going as fast as a lot of us want to go at warp speed. Reality, it's going slow. But guess what? It's not creeping, but it's turning. It's turning, and it's heading in the right direction. So the Saints sit here right now at 1-6. It's a rebuild. I hear all the jokes. I take it all in. I love it. Why? Because brighter days are coming. I know a lot of you are like, come on, DOLPH, man. We 1-6. What the hell you expect? We was in the rebuild. But DOLPH, ain't you the one say in your preseason thing that you got the Saints surprising at 10-7? Sure do. Now I'm riding with it because I got to ride with it. And that's how I felt. Hadn't seen the finished product, but that's how I felt. What I had saw, what I saw on paper, what I thought some of this young talent could develop into. Listen, if we'd have came out, let me say this. I heard some, not gonna mention any particular name, but I heard some people say that it would have been almost better for the Saints to have been blown out in each game they played this season, like that Seattle game, than to have than to have battled in 5 of the previous 6 games with an opportunity to win. I am not in that mindset. If the Saints were getting whooped like they got whipped in Seattle, if the Saints had showed up like they did when they were in Seattle, if that team had showed up for 6 consecutive weeks, we would be talking about a coaching change, because there was nothing positive that happened in that game. Offensive, defense, certainly not special teams. That team looked non-equipped, non-ready. They were not mentally focused and locked in. They almost looked like they forgot they had to play a football game. So no, there's no damn way I would have wanted this season to look like that Seattle week each and every single week up to this stage. But what we do have, we have hope. We get glimpses of what the future can hold. We're getting glimpses. Now there needs to be shakeup, in my opinion, on this roster. And I'm not really talking about from outside the building. I'm talking about inside the building. I believe some people, though this is a new regime, some people are a little comfortable. And without good reason, they're accountable and shouldn't be. Some people are a little too comfortable, family. On the offensive and defensive side of the football. We got to change that. Well, I would say that Sunday, Giannis Sanker had his first welcome to the NFL rookie game. Didn't grade high at all and should have not. Quincy Riley didn't have a good game. McKinstry, you can call him K if you want, but after that performance Sunday, he's back to me calling sugar-free McKinstry. I need the Kool-Aid, man. I need him to go back in the lab. I need him to take that big spoon. I need him to stir the bottom of that pitcher, get all that sugar off the bottom of it, man, and inculcate it into the Kool-Aid, into the water, man. Sweeten that damn Kool-Aid up, man, and go out there and play Kool-Aid ball, man. That's what we need from him. It's a young secondary. They taking their lumps now. But also, we got a veteran leader back there that right now, I believe he is searching and trying to find his way in this defensive scheme. And at the same time, he is not being that leader or that playmaker back there that young secondary needs. Do I think that the Justin Reed signing was a bad signing? Nope. I just think that this entire team is finding their way. There are signs of things coming together. But one thing that has to stop on the defensive side of the ball is this starting slow. You got to stop starting slow, man. I mean, but it's not that, it's the way they start slow, huh? It just frustrates you because it looks so easy. We know that the first 15 plays are scripted. But damn, teams are coming out and they might use 6 plays before they're in scoring territory or have scored on the Saints. 7 at the most to start games. That has to change, family. They have to change that scenario right now. They must change that. They must get better against the run. I know right now they're kind of middle of the pack against the run and the pass. Middle of the pack of the defense. Last they were like 18th But man, scoring defense, man, come on. We're horrible. We're horrible. And offensively, we have not fixed our problem in the red zone that we had throughout the offseason, throughout training camp. It has not gotten solved in the regular season. We continue to bog down when we get in the red zone. And we all know the old saying, it's true in every form of football. Kicking field goals and not scoring touchdowns will get you beat. The Saints didn't punt in the first half. They didn't have any turnovers, and they didn't punt in the first half. Yet they were losing. Why? Because they were unable to be successful in the red zone. This team has to find a way to be successful in the red zone. And I believe it starts with the running game. If you're able to run the ball, what do? When a team's able to run the ball consistently and effectively, what does that do? We all know that those safeties start to creep down. Those linebackers, they bite a little harder. And what does that open up? Play action. They got to start running the ball. They have to, man. They have to start running the ball in the red zone. Hell, Taysom Hill scored that touchdown, and I think he was underused after that. Why didn't we see more of him touching the ball in the run game? Why didn't we see more attempts to get the ball to Foster Moreau? Juwan Johnson only had 3 catches in this game, which, by the way, led to tight ends. So there's a lot that this team needs to improve on that we all know. I'm saving the biggest thing for last I'm going to talk about. There's so much we can talk about from this game. Man, and shout out, man, to the Overtime Podcast, man. Those guys, they do great work over there, man. And they were having a debate. Well, they were discussing Drake May and Spencer Rattler. And they said that that these two quarterbacks were both second-year quarterbacks, both playing for first-year head coaches. And they were speaking about, where these two quarterbacks are at the moment. As they said, the Patriots, they're all in. They know who their franchise future quarterback is. It's Drake May, and they're building around him. But the Saints, they don't know. They don't know if Spencer Rattler's that guy. And again, both of these quarterbacks were drafted last year. Both of these quarterbacks are playing for first-year head coaches. But there is a difference. And they even said it. They said it. They said it. Mike Verbal, okay, he's the first-year head coach of the Patriots, but this is not his first time being a head coach in the National Football League. It makes a difference. Unless your name is Dennis Allen. It makes a difference. We got a first-year head coach, never been a head coach before. Who also, by the way, is growing at his job as being a head coach. He's growing. Kellen Moore's growing. But there's a difference. There's a difference, guys, between Drake May's head coach and Spencer Rattler's head coach. And it's a difference with the expectations of these two guys. Drake May was selected in the first round. They selected him to be their future and franchise quarterback. Spencer Rattler went in the 5th round by another regime last season. just like Drake May. But he was a fifth round selection who no one expected to see the field. No one even expected him to be the backup quarterback. And I ain't on this. I ain't on the Spencer train. I ain't on the Tyler train. I'm on the New Orleans Saints train. I'm just being honest right now. Okay. So who has the highest? So the Patriots, as they said, they know who their franchise quarterback is. It's Drake May. They picked him in the first round. High draft choice in the first round. As a first round pick, he comes in a quarterback, he comes with those expectations. How many fifth round quarterbacks get to play meaningful games in their rookie season, unexpected? How many rookie fifth round quarterbacks even make the team? How many rookie fifth round draft picks quarterback beat out a veteran incumbent who is a starting quarterback and head coach favorite? That's what Spencer Rattler did last year. Now let's go to this year. And by the way, yeah, he went 0-6 last year. And I heard, and like many like to say, yeah, I understand he went 0-6, but man, the time you got to win the game. So last year through those 6 games, it was, he's not it. Saints need to draft a quarterback. And how could any of us disagree? I sat here last year watching Spencer Rattler, and I said, I like the kid. There's something about this kid. Everyone is saying that he shouldn't do this. He shouldn't do that. He shouldn't be this. He shouldn't be that. But somebody forgot to tell that kid, because he damn sure ain't listening. So what the Saints go out and do, they go out, they select Tyler Shuck in the second round, number 40 overall. He is the highest drafted quarterback by the New Orleans Saints since Archie Manning. New coach, new staff. By the way, this staff, they looked at the tape, and just like everybody, the majority of everybody who watched the Saints play last year, they did not believe in Spencer Rattler. Because if they did, they would not have taken Tyler Shuck as high as they did. So make no mistake, they wanted Tyler to start. Everybody around the country, all the analysts wanted and expected Tyler to start. All of them said, if it's close, it's Tyler. And shout out to the great Mike Detillier, man. Mike was here on this show, and Mike said, "DOLPH, come on. Tyler's their guy. If it's close, they're going to go with Tyler." So all season, all training camp, we kept hearing it's close. So we all were like, well, shit, they're going to go with Tyler. I remember coming on here saying that Kellen Moore, as a first-year head coach, could not force it. He had to be real from the start with his team. He had to be real with himself and understand, I got to play whoever gives me the best opportunity to be successful my first year, gives us the best opportunity to compete and have an opportunity to win each and every single week. And him and his staff decided it was Spencer Rattler. And everything was decided on the field, on the practice field, in the film room, and on game day in the preseason. We fast forward, and you have those who want to separate. It's just like when we were having this damn Jameis and Dalton thing. I was sick of that. I'm sick of this Shuck and Rattler thing. Because there are those who are sitting out there just waiting, hoping, and praying, which is sad that this kid has a bad game, that he has one of those games where you're just like, man, he's going off. I told you. Look at that. He done fumble. He done threw 2 intercepts, man. Man, bench him. Man, it's time to put Shuck in. And soon as they put Shuck in, and he has it out in like that, what they go say? Man, we got to get us a quarterback next year, man. Shuck ain't nothing. He trash. He garbage, man. We got to get us some quarterback. We got to get us a franchise quarterback. What did we say at the beginning of the season? What should we expect? What should we want from all the young players on this team, for all the players on this team? To see steady improvement week in and week out. None more important. They all are important, but none more important than under center at the QB position. As Spencer Rattler, and be honest, even if you don't like him, for once, take off that suit of haterism you got on. Put on your damn New Orleans Saints. Who that suit? But being reasonable, sound in mind, and look at what this kid is doing. Is it off the charts? No. Is it below average? No. Is it average? No. Is it above average? I think it is. I think it's trending in the right direction. I see a quarterback that's getting more and more comfortable in his offense. I see a quarterback who's starting to play better and better each week. I saw a quarterback this Sunday that improved on one of the things that had been his most inconsistent thing this season. Throwing behind receivers. How many times Sunday can you say you saw a receiver have to reach way behind him for a bad place ball from Spencer Rattler? I didn't see many, if any. But I'm sure if you don't like them, you go say there were many. You go find ways. Like there are those of you out there who are going to say right now, if he threw a better pass to Olave in that corner, that'd have been a touchdown. It's bullshit. Not BS, that's bullshit. I say bullshit. That's what it is. I'm not here to tell y'all that Spencer Rattler is the future. But damn it, it's trending that way. Would it be so bad? Would it be so bad if this kid turned out to be the franchise quarterback that this team needs going forward? Would it be so bad if this kid turned out to be the quarterback that this team can build around? Would it be so bad if this kid emerges as one of the top young signal callers in the National Football League before this season is over? And if he does, would it be so bad if they decide to put some more legitimate, better pieces around him to help him be more successful, to help this team be more successful, to get wins in 2026? Would that be so bad? A lot of people just want change for the sake of change. What has he done to get benched? Man, they struggle in the red zone. It ain't just him. Got 10 other people out there. 10. Yeah, I understand it's the quarterback. You get all the praise, you get all the misery too. You get all the blame. It just comes with the territory. But y'all don't even want to get a kid. Y'all, a lot of y'all out there, y'all the type don't even want to get a kid his props when he goes out there and ball. Same way a lot of you did Trey Hendrickson. A lot of you talk that Trey Hendrickson BS right now, but when he was here, a lot of y'all was saying get rid of him. He ain't the answer either. Yeah, now you go to Cincinnati. We should have kept Trey. A lot of y'all off on Zach Bond. Oh, man, let Zach Bond go to the Eagles, man. Now look at him. He was up for Defensive Player of the Year, man. Man, why he couldn't do that? We had him, man. But y'all ain't want him. There are many players who have left there and went on and prospered. That we ran through the mud, who that nation, and they're going other places and blossoming in the same ones right now. With that foolishness, we're the ones saying, oh man, he garbage, he got to go. I'm glad some of y'all not in charge. Because the season we going through now will be the season that we will go through each and every single year, and worse if y'all were a GM or head coach. A lot of y'all are just what you should be. A remote holding couch potato. You're ball. A lot of you just ball watchers. Not watching the ball. Watch the whole game. If a player's not called for a penalty, we assume he had a good game. If a player's called for a penalty, we assume he's trash. He's horrible. Without looking at the total scope of the game. Man, shout out to my brother TJ, man. Still the Saints podcast, man. Like my little bro say, man. Some of y'all, man, y'all need to do your research. A lot of y'all need to get that all 22, man. It shows everything. And film don't lie. You see who plays good. You see why a play was successful. You see why it wasn't. You see if a quarterback held the ball too long. You see if a wide receiver was really running his route. You see if it was a contested catch. You see if there was a mix-up on the pass protection. You see if a person missed their block. If a person went through the wrong gap. If a defender missed it, just went through the wrong gap, took a bad angle. You see all that. But a lot of us get caught up in the emotion of a game and what the national media is saying. And we just roll with it because of our feelings. How about this? Let's say things were reversed. Let's say if Spencer was the Saints had selected Spencer last year in the second round and has selected Tyler this year in the fifth round. Will a lot of you be calling for Tyler Shuck right now? And if you're saying you will, you're a damn lie. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. You'd be saying, man, he making progress. Man, we just got to fix our red zone Woes, man. They got to help him, Dolph. They got to start catching them passes, man. Can't be dropping critical passes, fumbling the ball at inopportune times. So see, it ain't called keeping it real for nothing. We gonna keep it real. When I need to call myself out or you need to call me out on something, man, y'all know how we do over here, do it. But I'm calling y'all out, man. You whined, you cried. We need a rebuild. It's here. But damn, we got a kid that is getting better. I'm sorry he is not the guy many of you wanted to be doing what he's doing. But guess what? He threw up the middle finger to y'all. He threw the middle finger up to Kellen Moore them. He threw it up to Mickey Loomis them. And I hope he continues throwing the middle finger up to all y'all. Because if he does, that means we got a future, hopefully, franchise quarterback that can lead us into the future that this team can build around. And I tell you what, if he wins 2 out of the next 4 games, we just might have that. If they're able to get 2 out of the next 4 games, we might just have that. Let's talk about. I'm gonna talk about what he don't do, throwing behind the receivers. Yeah, he didn't do that Sunday. Regression. Did y'all see how comfortable he looks now in his offense? How he's in command of his offense? How he's playing with confidence on that first pass? How at least he got beat inside. He recovered to get just enough of a defender, but Spencer had pocket presence. He slid up in the pocket without taking his eyes out from down, without removing his eyes from his downfield target, Olave. He didn't look at the rush. He slid up and he threw a nice pass to Chris Olave. He knows he's using his legs to escape the pocket. Did y'all see that? There were times in that game that the Patriots started to spy him. Did you see that? They put a spy on him. So what does that tell you? That's telling you now that teams know that Spencer Rattler can hurt you with his legs. I'm gonna take some comments, get your thoughts, family, and we gonna go. And I might open the line up. All right. Vibe with an ad 5151 says, well, maybe these young players can't succeed in New Orleans. Might be, bro. All right. J Rock said if he has a big game against Chicago and wins, it's on now. Yeah. We might have a chance if we play the Titans or Jets. Listen, the Saints done had the chance in every game, but Seattle. Come on, Vibe. Tell the truth, bro. We done had a chance in every game but Seattle. Did the Saints not have a chance against the Bills? Was that a blowout? Hell no. This past week? Hell no. Come on, guys. Tell it like it is. What up, Jerry? Uncle Jerry said this a wake-up call. All right. I say Spencer isn't a problem, but he's mediocre. Jackson Dart is light years ahead of him. He beat Jackson Dart, and Jackson Dart's not on this team. He is, and Jackson Dart is not light years ahead of him. You were saying Jackson Dart's light years ahead of him because he got 2 wins. He plays in New York. Okay, he has tools. He can run. Spencer can run. By the way, Jackson Dart ain't that accurate either. You saw that game against us? Come on, man. See, Dirty, what's up, baby? Dirty said, Olave got hands like a fish. Man, listen. He a 1B, bro. Would he ever take that step to be a 1A? I don't know. And if he does, who knows if it's here or not? I really don't expect them to if they don't trade him, which I don't expect them to, and I wouldn't. Unless you just get some outrageous offer that you really, really have to consider. I wouldn't. What is the team really gonna give you for Olave? Well, he had 2,000 yards season. He also has a career of concussions. You think a team gonna try to give you hell? You'll be lucky to get a 3rd round. They gonna start probably at a 4th. Think I'm gonna let him go for a 4th? Nah, I just let him walk. All right. Who is our future like Ibuka and Ted McMillan? Who is our future? I don't know yet. Somebody has to emerge, man. That's what I'm saying. Somebody has to emerge. Ibuka most definitely is listen, when that kid came out, when that selection was made, we all were like, damn, but he just got better. That kid's the truth. And T-Mac's doing what many thought he would do. He just caught his first 2 touchdown passes this week against the Cowboys. But before he caught those 2 touchdowns against the Cowboys, were you saying he's the future for Carolina? Were you? If you say you were, I can't do nothing but go by what you say, brother. I doubt it, though, but I'm going to take you for your word. I can take a losing season, but I can't stand behind a team that doesn't have a future. It's a rebuild, dude. It's 6 games, bro. This team done played 6 games. And through 6 games of competitive football, other than 1 week, you go tell me this team does not have a future. Since you say they don't have a future, please, matter of fact, I'm going to put the link in the chat. Please come on and explain why you say that this team does not have a future. And I mean, please explain it clearly. Matter of fact, I'm putting it in right now. Come in and explain to us why this team does not have a future. Because they are 1-5 now, they do not have a future. That's the link. I just put it in. Link is in the chat. All right. T Dirty says 1 more loss and the Saints gonna have a clearance sale. I don't think they're gonna have a clearance sale. Man, the NFL trade deadline is nothing like Major League Baseball, the NBA. It is boring as hell. And if trades go down, it's never marquee trades. It's never big trades, the kind of trades that they always speculating or drumming up to get the fan bases excited or interest. Right now, anywhere you go on X right now, they got all 3 of the Saints receivers as possible trades. Why? Because they 1-5. It's easy to say that. But is it reasonable? If you're a team in a rebuild, you go give up good young talent to what? To get somebody who might not be as good as they are, as the talent you're giving away right now, or be a bust. God, this stuff is calculated, man. A lot of us going off of emotion, man. You can't do that. J-Rock said he better build around Rattler and keep it moving. All right. J-Rock also said this falls on Mickey Loomis. He had a chance to draft Lamar Jackson, Jordan Love. Now he wants to find a franchise quarterback. Had years to find a franchise quarterback. Now, it wasn't just on him. It's on Sean Payton, too. Had years to find a quarterback. They knew what was going on with Drew Brees before we knew. They knew. But what were they doing? He kept bringing in veteran quarterbacks, refusing to look to the future, refusing to look to the day when Drew Brees will walk away. His mindset, no doubt, was I'll find a veteran who can step in when Brees leaves, a young veteran, and we'll roll with him. That plan didn't work. That plan, by the way, sucked. All right. D Dirty says that's why I'm afraid of high draft picks. We don't draft right. We always get somebody that makes us say who. And it's not about a name thing either. There are a lot of people with big names came into the league and straight trash. Nothing. All right, who else? Let's see. Vibe says management has to do better. We keep drafting these unknown players. Know why players are unknown to us? Know why they're unknown? Because we don't do your own research. You go off just what ESPN says. Dive deep into it, man. Family, dive deep into it. We're going to go deep this year in the draft process, man. You want to know about this year's draft class? Get Dan Bugler's The Beast publication. This man breaks down every prospect. Go watch film on them, man. Shout out to my boy Dante over there, East Coast Gridiron Podcast, man. ECG, man. They break down prospects. They're breaking down prospects right now. And me personally, well, everybody who was saying tank for Arch, whoever was the top, they believe was the top quarterback going into this college football season. Who you tanking for now? Because I'm telling you right now, there ain't a quarterback that was high on that list of potential number 1 overall picks in this year's draft that has impressed me. Hell, one of them that got their head coach fired. Penn State done fired the coach. And I ain't gonna say it because of that kid, but I'm just saying, who has impressed you? What quarterback you think right now, since y'all don't want Spencer, and I'm sure if Tyler gets in and he doesn't just wow you at the beginning, you gonna be saying get rid of him. What quarterback you gonna want then? Come on, man. Jerry said, I'm going to continue to bash on this team because I love them. And when bashing it, you need to be bash them. They don't bite down against us. These teams don't respect us. I mean, would you respect a defense that gives up a league high completions on 3rd and more than 12? No. Only people can change that is the people on airline who are putting in work right now, getting ready for Chicago. But they close. I know they close. I'm tired. Like a lot of people say, I'm tired of more victories. But these are a lot of the same people say the Saints want to go win 3 games. So how the hell you tired of more victories? How you tired of more victories when you only predict the team to win 3 games? Know what that says? Expectations change by the product they done been seeing on the field. But a lot of people ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say it. If you predicted the Saints to win 3 games this year, like many people did, they only 2 away from it, and we gone to week 7, and they have been in every game but Seattle and had a chance to win every game but Seattle. And now you're saying you're over moral victories? That's because expectations had went up. Am I crazy? Is that not what that means? Because if you expected this team to win 3 games, right now, why the hell would you be upset about a possible moral victory? I never was one for moral victory. Hell, we win or we lose. But I want to see fight. I want to have an opportunity every game. And damn it, 5 out of the 6 weeks, we done had an opportunity to win a game, to win a tie game. What more? We in a rebuild. What more can we ask for? Besides the W. What more can we ask for besides the W? This offense is going to steady evolve. The defense is going to steady evolve. I know, family. I know it's hard. It's hard as hell to sit down every Sunday and be like, damn, where are we going to fall short this week? I know we go fight, but when is that crucial mistake go come? When is that crucial turnover, that crucial penalty, that crucial busted coverage, that crucial drop, that crucial bad pass, that crucial intercept? When is it going to come? For family, if you I ain't no if, because you a who that's. Know the built, know the tough. It's rocky right now. Right now we're in the ocean. And them seas, they're hitting the ship, baby. It's rocky as hell right now. It's rocky as hell. Some people on this ship right now, they crying. They whining. They jumping ship. They got their life jackets on. They done cahooted and dropped the skiff on the other side of the boat. They're in the skiff. They trying to escape. They trying to go to that. They see that big liner a couple miles, just a few miles away, and calm seas, man. They looking over there, man. They see that Lions cruise over there. They see that Coast cruise over there. They like, man, I need to, we got to get to that cruiser, man. We got to get to that cruiser. Well, cruise your ass on over there. Get through, go to those calm seas. Go to those over there with the pom-poms and the Mai Tais, baby. Go on over there on that party boat, baby. Go your ass over there. Stay your ass over there, too. I just went outside with all my Saints gear on yesterday. You know what somebody told me? Like, man, I respect the hell out you, man. You repping your team, man, and y'all 1-5. I say, hell yeah. Cradle to the grave. I ain't no bandwagon jumper. I'm about this. A lot of y'all ain't about it, man. A lot of y'all front runners. A lot of y'all about when the team's winning. Who that? Who that? Who that saying gonna be this thing? Yeah, but we've been going bad the last several years, man. We need to bring the bags back. Shut the hell up, man. Team ain't nowhere near those teams. Y'all don't even, a lot of y'all weren't born in, so I'm telling y'all, they ain't nowhere near. If this ain't even close, that shit back then was horrendous. And I only say horrendous because I can't think of another word more than horrendous. But this team here that we got today, right now, this team, they're fighting. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. But it's going to take players making plays at crucial time. It's going to take players who are considered leaders, who are considered some of the top players on this team. It's going to take them making those tough catches in the crowd and holding on to the ball. It's going to take those players catching the ball over the middle, running up the middle of the field, the midfield, taking contact and holding on to the ball. It's going to take those players catching the ball that goes right off their fingertips. They got to make those catches. They got to make those catches. They got to make those kick-out blocks. They got to hold up against the pass rush. They got to get good run fits. Linebackers got to field and pursue. Cornerbacks have to make it challenging for the opposing receivers on each and every single catch. Those catches have to be contested. They can't be wide open catches. You have to be in the picture. Your hand has to be in there. You have to make it a 50-50 ball. You have to make it a contested catch. They do it in spurts. They don't do it consistently enough right now. That's why they're 1-5. But to sit here and say that this team there is no progress being made by this team, that this team is, yeah, they're 1-5. You are what your record is. They are 1-5 football team because they have been unable to close the job in 4 to 5 games. One game they didn't have a chance to close it because it was closed after the first quarter. That's all I'm saying. I ain't telling you. What I'm telling you, what I'm saying is this, man. If you go, I ain't saying be blind and be fooled. You know what I'm saying? We all got an opinion. I got mine. You got yours. Those so-called analysts, those on ESPN, they ain't nothing but their damn opinion. And like I started saying, there are those who cover the team I respectfully disagree with. Again, Spencer Rattler, Drake May, I understand where they were going with their comparison. But there's a difference. Drake May was expected to be doing what he's doing right now. He was a first-round pick. He's one of the top quarterbacks picked last year. Spencer Rattler's a fifth-round pick. His second year starting. A fifth-round pick starting in his second year as the starting quarterback, came in last year and played 6 games, started 6 games. A fifth-round quarterback. How often does that happen? The percentages are extremely, 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 extremely low. So instead of trying to bash this damn kid, how about you get behind him? I ain't saying being the fool. Call him out on this shit he do bad. That's what we do. Praise them when they do good. Call them out when they do bad. But right now, this season, so far, week after week after week, He has gotten consistently better week in and week out. And a lot of you act like that's a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. That's a wonderful thing. So they asked the question, can the Saints, is Spencer Rattler the quarterback the Saints can build around? It's trending that way. It's trending that way. I'm not going to say he is. I'm not going to say he's not. I'm going to tell you this, though. It's trending that way. Because when I look at him on Sundays and he's in there playing, I see a starting caliber quarterback in the National Football League. And y'all done heard me reference this next reference I'm about to reference this whole offseason. Tom Pelissero of NFL Network. Rich Eisner show this summer. Speaking about the Saints, speaking about Spencer Rattler. What did he say? He said there are those around the National Football League. And this Saints, drafted Tyler Shuck and everything. But there are those around the National Football League who believe, that Spencer Rattler is a future starting NFL quarterback in this league. And if you think I'm lying, go look it up. The man said it. And now this kid had a whole offseason to compete for the starting job. He got more reps this offseason in training camp than he got at any time last year. And he has gotten better from week 1 through week 6. He, by far, played the best game he has played as a New Orleans Saints quarterback. And still, there are those of you who come out and say he needs to be benched because we lost. Because we lost. And yet, you are the same ones who were crying for a rebuild. You're the same ones who kind of forget this is a rebuild. You're the same ones who say, man, I just want the team to be competitive. And they're competitive. What has changed? The way that they have been competitive. They have overseeded your expectations. And you're like, oh, shit, damn. We actually should have won a lot of these games and we're in position to win a lot of these games. I didn't think we would be there. So now that you're seeing that and the lack of success in the red zone, it got to be the quarterback. Every fan base loves the backup quarterback until he becomes the starting quarterback. I'm going to say it again. Every fan base loves the backup quarterback until he becomes the starting quarterback. And I'm not saying that Tyler won't be successful when he takes the field. But why does he have to be successful in taking the field in New Orleans? Because the Saints draft him? Why does him being successful have to be on the shoulders of your current starting second-year quarterback failing? And what it is, too, Spencer's outplayed a lot of y'all expectations. A lot of y'all who thought he was trash. A lot of y'all who just see last year. A lot of y'all who ain't really looking at this kid's growth. A lot of y'all who ain't really looking into the intricacies of playing quarterback in the National Football League. What do you see from him? Pocket presence is there. Pocket awareness. He's been protecting the ball. What he had a problem with early season fumbles in preseason. He got to hold on to the ball. He started to do that. Yes, he threw one ball. He threw one pass. And I said it during the live stream. I said it. That's the pass y'all was waiting for. That's the pass y'all wish that the Patriots would have intercepted. So y'all could have ran on every platform and say, I told you, man, you ain't a starting quarterback. You throw in that coverage. But you just go overlook the damn drops. You go overlook him escaping pockets, keeping plays alive with his legs, throwing on the run, picking up first downs. You just go overlook that though. But anything negative, you own that shit. I ain't trying not to cuss. Take some more of your comments. All right. We got in the building. Here we go. He's doing what I thought he was going to do. Not score touchdown. We already know why you don't like him, bro. We already know why you don't like him. It ain't just about him not scoring. He beat out Jake Hayner, bro. Everybody knew Jake Hayner wasn't the answer, bro. So now you go to Tyler Shuck, bro. That's cool. That's cool. But this young dude right here, that's who's starting. That's who's starting Sunday in Chicago. In the following week. Y'all can hate the kid all you want. That kid getting better each and every single week. Yeah. How to recruit it coming out of high school. At one time, y'all still forget this kid was considered the number one pick coming into the draft. So it never been about the talent. It never been about the talent. You know? Rock says the difference between Drake May and Spencer Rattler on Sunday is many receivers helped them out. Rattlers did not. Man, Douglas had a career game against the Saints. The man should have had 2 touchdowns. That officiating crew, man, listen here. That crew that should not be allowed to referee another game in the month of October and the month of November. Because they were god awful. That pass interference they called on Stephon Diggs was ridiculous, bro. That was ridiculous. I don't care if you're a Saint fan, Patriot fan, you an NFL, you a football fan, that was a BS call. And most of the calls they made was BS. That's what you should be up in arms about. That's what you should be writing the NFL office about. Getting some competent officiating in this league and getting rid of those old heads, man. And getting rid of those who not doing their job, man. Look at that all-fast call last week against Carl Granderson. How you gonna call that roughing the passer? Should have been, I call it a fireable offense. Should have been fired. Jerry says the refs are owned by Vegas. That's why I say the game wasn't even close. It's about a lack of all right, let me throw it. I'm gonna throw it in there right now. I got you. All right, family. That goes the link. You want to come on in. But live again, I understand what you're saying, bro. That's something that this team has been dealing with since training camp. Red zone problems. It didn't matter if it was Spencer, Jake, or Tyler. They all had problems in the red zone. This offense had problems in the red zone. My thing is this too, and here's where I'm curious to see what Kellen Moore does. You gave up draft capital for Devon Valley. His one catch was called back due to penalty. Why is he not involved more in the game? He's that big body receiver that everybody keeps saying they needed. They got him. He was that last year in Denver. He can play. Why are we not seeing him? Why? Right now, I would rather see him with more reps than Juwan Johnson. I would. All right, Booker, the lines are not open, family. Just hit that link and come on in and talk to your boy Dolph. Do me a favor, family. Hit that like button if you're here for the first time. You're a family member already. You already know, hit that like button. Also, if you're enjoying today's content, come on in, join the family, hit that subscribe, and let's have some fun, baby. This is the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. I'm your host, Dolph Jackson. We're brought to you by the Come On In Sports Network. Thank you all for being here. I got my brother coming on. Y'all hold on, because it might get heated, but that's my brother. I love him. He coming here with that foolishness. J Live, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, bro? How you doing, bro?
What's going on, fam?
I don't have time to digest, you know?
I got you, bro.
But look, bro, it's real simple to me, bro. I went and looked at Spencer Rattler's career when he was at USC. I went and looked when he played for South Carolina. I went and looked last year, and I'm looking at the same stuff this year. The boy struggles in the red zone. Period. That's his MO. And I just don't got time to sit here and wait when I got a viable quarterback. And the best with Shuck in the back. Look, say what you want about Shuck. It don't take Shuck long to score. Shuck looking for the big play or the intermediate throw 15, 20 yards down the field. He can see it better, and he throws a better ball. Notice that when Shuck come in, they ain't going to be dropping all them passes because Rattler be putting that heat on it. They can't even catch it. He throws a hard ball to catch. That's why you seeing all these drops. When Shuck come in, he throw that touch pass. I'm telling you, and Shuck, it would take him about 8 to 9 to 10 plays to get down the field. It takes Rattler too many plays, bro. And that's the problem I got with him, bro.
All right. So you saying that guys who are getting paid millions can't catch a hold of that strong hold.
Look, bro, seriously, there is a thing of going a catchable ball. How many wide receivers said Drew Brees throws a catchable ball, a very catchable ball? That was something they talked about.
Right.
Like, you got to know when to put some heat on it and know when to take it off. Yeah, not everything that, that's all.
He's gotten better at doing it.
Man, look, I see some improvement in Rattler here and there, bro, but it's the same old story with him, bro. It's going to be the same story every week. Every week it's going the lack of touchdowns. The kicker better be on point or we just out the game. It's the same story with him, bro. I'm tired of seeing him. I mean, look, bro. Don't get me wrong. There's some other things going wrong with this thing, obviously, right? But I know what's going to get them juiced up. Remember how bad Tampa Bay was the year before they got Tom Brady? Because Tom Brady brought a sense of hope. And that's what Shuck going to bring to this team, bro. Yeah, bro. Now, I'm not comparing Shuck to Tom Brady. I'm just saying a change in quarterback. Look how when, like when quarterbacks go out like Bryce Young and then Andy Dalton stepped in, they had that little spurt where they was doing a little something, where they believed in themselves. Bro, just a change in quarterback play, bro. It's a difference in the way they play. And you get more upside from Shuck. You truly do.
Right.
In my personal opinion. I mean, I know Rattler the veteran. He the easy choice, the low-hanging fruit.
Right.
For the number one quarterback. But I think let him play about 2 more games. And then just let him ride with Shuck. Or at least do half of that.
You ain't got a reason to put Shuck in, bro.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't, bro.
Because you're going to be picking early in the draft. You're going to be picking early in the draft. Quarterback might be on the table.
What quarterback? What quarterback? They ain't one in college right now. Going the first round.
Hey, bro, it's still early. It's still early.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Texas 5
We still got
Donald Street.
But I at least want to see what we got this young man.
That's the thing. I don't just want to see him. I want if he on the field, he got to be out there because one, to just playing hard. Let me ask you this. Would you prefer?
At the right, turn onto Texas 5 South.
Put it on the background,
I'm sorry, it's my GPS. Let me cut it off. All right, I'm listening, bro.
So let me ask you this. So through 6 weeks, would you have preferred to have Jake Brown, Spencer Rattler is your quarterback.
Would I rather had Spencer Rattler or who?
Jake Browning for the Bengals.
Jake Spencer, I guess.
The reason I asked because they were 2-0.
They were 2-0.
He comes in the game that he replaced Joe Burrow. He threw right through himself. Next week against Minnesota, he was a wreck. He is a wreck every week. He was so much of a wreck that they went out and traded Joe Flacco. So what I'm saying to you, for Spencer Rattler, he'll have to be playing like that. And matter of fact, if he was playing like that, he would have been benched. The thing is this, no, I'm gonna say this. All right. The kid, like it or not, I understand. I have not denied you have problems in the red zone. You have had this since all season. But the kid is getting better in every single week. For everybody who don't want he solidifying. See, eventually, I'm telling you,
bro, he gets better every game.
It's a lot, bro.
Bro, he get better in every category but the touchdowns, though, which is
what Juwan touchdown. Chris Olave touchdown.
Bro, every week he got an excuse of why he ain't scoring touchdowns.
Hold on. Spencer Rattler going behind Olave. All they ass. It ain't just him.
It's mainly him.
It's not. Offense. Calvin Jones Jr. for the Saints.
Bro, it's like watching the grass grow with this dude, bro. I don't know what you like so much about him, man. I don't see. We ain't won nothing. Why y'all anoint this man so much? Why y'all like this dude so much?
The same reason we don't think on him.
Yeah, how many games he won? One for 12.
More than Jake.
Hey, bro, that's old news, bro. We talk.
Man, Booker, you made Booker hang up. I'm trying to call back in, man.
Man, y'all gotta stop cutting. Y'all gotta stop cutting for Rattler like he ain't earned it.
He's earned it.
Yeah, man, they ain't earned nothing. Same old story.
Listen, bro, I'm about to mute you, bro. Kellen Moore and his staff, bro, say that he did. Kellen Moore and his staff know more than we know, bro. And that's the guy they roll with. You think they don't want Tyler Shuck as their starting quarterback? But guess what? They can't put him in. Because Spencer not allowing them to, bro. He not allowing them to. It's just that simple, bro. The kid not allowing them to do it, bro. You can dislike him. You can try to put everything on him. I understand, bro. But it's not like that.
Damn, bro. I don't know why, dog. I went and watched Drew Brees highlights last night because I want to see. Let's listen, bro. I went back. That way I won't get confused about all this when I'm watching.
I ain't
bro, that dude ain't it.
Jake Hayne.
Hey, Jake Hayne ain't it either, dog. But Rattler ain't it. He say the right things. He look poised, but there's something off with him.
What's off with him?
No touchdowns. No touchdowns. That's the most consistent thing about him. No touchdowns.
No touchdowns. We go
18. Straight ass, man. Hey, and our cornerback's trash. You know, I don't know. They changed Kool-Aid name to Crystal Light.
Sugar free, man.
Shit. I can't deal with that boy. Can't cover for nothing.
Who that? Bro. Say that. 1-11. He won. Okay, and now what? Does that mean he's not better as a quarter? Does that mean he can't continue to be better as a quarter? Does that mean he good
Hey, bro.
quarterback? Hell no.
He shouldn't.
No,
He
because
shouldn't get a
y'all
chance.
want
Bro, you're going to be 13-1 as a starter.
Don't care. I don't care. We rebuilding, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Progress.
Look what he did to you, dog.
Better,
Got
bro.
how I feel to win.
Hey, bro. Win a rebuild, bro.
Well, damn. He ain't progressing.
Why are y'all whining? Y'all whining about? The team is competitive.
The lack of touchdown.
Nah, man.
Bro, dog, he doing a lot of things good, bro. He doing a lot of things good. But he's struggling in the red zone when I need him, and that's the issue.
You got to be in the red zone.
No, sometimes you got to throw him open, dog. It's tight down there.
Damn, he throw it to him.
But do it again.
Yeah.
Low averages, dog.
Yeah, Jerry, can y'all hear? I hear echo. Let me see. Look, y'all can like Spencer all y'all want. He ain't gonna win nothing. I got you. Who that? It's a horrible echo chamber. Yeah, I think Live driving down the damn highway, man. Hold on, why did Live? You driving down the highway? Live, you driving down the highway?
Yeah, but I took it.
All right. Oh yeah, you can hear the wind in the background. You driving down the highway, man. I'm echoing.
My bad.
No, they say I'm echoing. I'm gonna adjust this mic. Hold on. Let me see something. All right, I'm echoing now. Y'all hear echo right now? Dirty say Live, pull your ass over. Oh, okay, Jerry. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's Live, man. You know, driving with the windows down, baby. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But shout out to my brother J Live, man. Been with me from the beginning, man. That's family right there, man. You know how family go. You have disagreements, baby. You have disagreements, you know. He just crazy as hell with his disagreement. First it was Jake Hayner. Then at one time, remember this? Y'all remember this? That show this season when he was talking about he was with Rattler. Now you're with Shuck. Come on, man. This man here. Hey man, matter of fact, what happened with that Live? Huh? We all remember that show.
What? What happened to what?
When you were talking about Rattler, my quarterback. Nah, Dolph. Jake ain't it.
Nah. At that time, bro, when it was Derek Carr. But when Derek Carr got replaced and Shuck came in, it's different, bro.
Man, that was this year, man. Stop it, man. Ain't no Derek Carr, man.
Bro, look, I tried to get behind him, bro. I tried, dog. I can't do it. I can't do it, bro. I tried.
Yeah, try shit, man. Go ahead, talk about
I did, bro. I gave his little Timu Patrick Mahomes looking ass the chance, man. And I gave it. I can't do it no more, man.
Back off Spencer, man. That's your quarterback, bro. That's your quarterback. Plain and simple. That's your quarterback, bro.
Look, I want him to do well when he's on the field, Dolph.
Yeah,
but I want Shuck in there ASAP. And I want his ass to sit down.
Sitting is
nigga, this NFL, bro. You don't get no 11, 12 and 1 record and think you safe out here. You not safe.
Troy Aikman went 1-15.
Here we go. Here we go.
Troy Aikman started out 1-15.
Here we go, y'all.
Y'all building a team around you.
Don't do it to yourself. We deserve better. And we deserve instant gratification.
Boy, they rebuilding, bro. Come on, man. Stop with the foolishness, man.
Hey, why can't we rebuild and be winning?
They go win. Those close losses.
You know what they gonna
turn.
say? Well, that ain't realistic, bro. That's why it's called the rebuild. I
Nah,
ain't trying to hear that shit.
those
Sean
close
Payton,
losses,
let me know.
man. Those close losses go turn into close wins as the season
Look,
goes on.
instant gratification.
That's what's
It's
wrong
like
with
either you
nobody
got it
wants
or
to
you
go through
don't.
the process. It's a process. Everything's a process, bro. I ain't got
Everything
to.
a process. If I trust in the process.
When you go and do your job, bro, everything a process, right? You don't just get there and the shit just throw everything right. You just go in there and throw shit down, do you? You got to
What
prep
shit?
everything process, right? Exactly. That was look,
Like
man.
customer baby, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man. Get your ass out of here, man. Go ahead, have a nice day, bro.
Man,
I'm gonna let you go, man.
I'm saying,
I
dog,
might
bro,
cut
damn,
you on
bro, why
tonight.
you, bro, he fool's gold, Dolph, and I don't even like to see you
He's
do
my
it to yourself.
quarterback. He's my quarterback, bro.
He
That's my
fool's gold,
quarterback.
bro.
He playing good football right now.
He
Can he be
fool's
playing a
gold.
little better? Yeah. Can this entire team play better? Hell yeah. Can the coaching staff coach better? Hell yeah. But this is where we at right now. We are what
Man,
our record
coach
is.
doing
We're
all he
one
can
and
with
five.
that quarterback, bro.
No, you're not.
Doing all he can with that quarterback.
The quarterback's
Shit,
buying in
he
with that
limited,
coach.
bro. You
No,
limited under Rattler.
not limited. Not limited. Who that record is?
Bro, but you only
He
got
said,
I swear.
who that? Who that? You? Oh, I got Sydney in there. Hello, Sydney. What's up, Sydney? How you doing? Oh man, that's how I get. I gotta get it to my sister, man. Listen, who that record? It was the 80s. No shit. It was the 80s. It was the 90s. No shit. It was the 90s, not 80s. It was the 90s. And what that mean? Them closed laws go turn to fire. Kelly Moore ain't getting fired. What's going on in man? I don't know. Goddamn, you got the dog. You got the dog barking and everything in the background. Dog, man, feed the dog, man. So when you look at man, Tennessee firing Callahan, man. I mean, they just got a win a couple weeks ago. I don't understand some of these owners, man, and these fan bases, man. They don't want to give a coach the opportunity to build, bro. And as a Saints fan, you damn sure better give Kellen Moore the time he needs when we were forced to put up with Dennis Allen. We had to force the owner's hand to get Dennis Allen out here. The GM was damn sure wasn't going to let him go. If the GM had his choice, Dennis Allen would be the head coach right now. But they are positive things. I ain't with the more victories. Either we win or we lose, but it's coming. You can't deny it. You might not like Spencer Rattler. You might not like Juwan Johnson. You might not like Chris Olave. You might not like Sugar Free McKinstry. You might not like Quincy. I mean, I can go on and on. But the thing is this, family. They battling. They fighting. I'd rather sit down in front of the TV and know every Sunday we got a chance. At some point, we got a chance. Just 1 week. Say what you want. Just 1 week. We sat down in front of the TV and we knew after the first quarter we didn't have a chance in hell of winning the game. And of course, we all know that was Seattle. But every week since then, we have had the opportunity to win the ball game. Hell, we even won one. So things are trending. It's not going as fast as some would like. Instant gratification, like J-Live wants instant gratification, but it's going to continue to go. Again, the lines are open if anybody else want to come on and join me in live. Voice your opinion about what you think so far about the Saints 1-5. And of course, we go preview that Chicago game coming up, and it's a big game. You got your former head coach, who's the defensive coordinator of the Bears. The Bears are on the road right now. And again, it's about surrounding your players with the talent. Bears have drafted good. They have had good drafts. The Saints have not. that's when you look at these teams that are also rebuilding. But some of these teams are in the Bears in their first year. But look at what they got. Roma Dunze was there. More. They solidified the tackle position. Then they went out this offseason and solidified the interior with the guards. Getting Toomey from the KC. And then Jackson from the Rams, I believe. Dennis Allen, we all know he's a damn better, it's light years better defensive coordinator as he is a head coach. Some guys are not meant to be head coaches. Yeah, go ahead, Lyle.
No, quick question, man. Bro, what you think about just dropping about Cesar Ruiz, bro? That dude's a problem.
He didn't have a bad game Sunday.
I think. Let me ask you this: do you think? I think the young kid need to be in there over Cesar, bro.
Or
Simpson.
Listen, the kid, he's got promise. When he stepped in, he's been adequate. Last game he played, he didn't grade out well, but he's in there battling, man.
I mean, he's a problem, bro. We may have a good line with him in the lineup, bro. And the first time ever we walked away with no sacks, and it was Simpson in there for him.
It's his it was Caesar, man. It's like it's always been, bro. It's about his consistency, bro. It's like, now some things. That's why I say, man, y'all got to watch these games, man. And you really take y'all off the ball and really watch what's going on, man. Sometimes it ain't. Sometimes it hasn't been his fault. Sometimes it's been Tyler's fault. Sometimes it's been Eric's fault. Communication.
Yeah,
bro.
but they mistakes I can live with it. But Caesar at this point, bro, he making the same bonehead mistakes he's been making all his career, his entire career with the Saints. I think it's just time to move on. I was hoping that young kid got about 3-4 games under him, so they wouldn't put his ass back in.
Hakeem, what's going on? Come on in. Thank you for being here, Hakeem. The first play of the game, the Saints go deep to Olave, right? Y'all know how big a fan I am of Tyler, right? Tyler got his ass whooped on that first play.
Young player still growing.
Yeah, but I'm saying, regardless, you out there, you starting, bro. Got high expectations.
I know, but you can understand that mistake. You can't understand the same bonehead mistakes with Ruiz. And then he walk around like he a vet. You know what I mean? He a vet, but still, he walk around like he the vet. Like, nigga, shut up. I can't stand him, bro.
Hakeem, I'm gonna put the link back in the chat so you can call it.
I can't stand that dude, bro. All he do is mess up. And it's the same type, whiffing on blocks, just getting whooped.
Sydney says
I like that young dude.
I didn't need to get open and catch the damn ball. And O-line
that's the same fault. They decided to go small. And then I was looking at something, bro. They had a dude was doing a film study, and they had Olave blocking a DN. Now, if you know it's a run play, why you got Olave blocking the defensive end? Then the defensive end did what he should have did. Blew Olave little ass up.
And that's why I said earlier, bro, we gave our draft capital for Devon Valley. Why is he not getting more involved? Why are we not seeing him?
He too big of a body. And especially if you're going to have somebody blocked down.
Yes.
If you're going to have a wide receiver blocked down, set it up where you got a wide receiver with some beef. Kind of like the way we used to use your boy, Traquan Smith. You always ran the ball to Traquan side.
Cousin Quan don't look bad now. I love to have him out there blocking now. Listen, wide receivers blocking on the perimeter, man. That's how you get those big runs, man.
That's how you get those big runs, bro.
That's how you get those big runs, man. But to me, man, for this Saints offense to take the next step in improvement in the red zone, to me, live and everybody, it evolves around them running the ball, being able to run the ball in the red zone. Like I said earlier, if you're able to run the ball, what does that do? That makes those safeties creep up. That makes those linebackers more likely to bite on that play action. That helps the entire offense. Um, I like to see Taysom. I think each week Taysom's role is going to grow. I like to see more Taysom in the game this week.
Definitely in the red zone.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, especially in the
Yeah,
red
let's
zone.
get that ball out of Spencer's hand. You know what I mean?
You'll be happy about that. I mean, hell, he scored, he scored the damn touchdown. You know what I'm saying?
He sure did. The only damn touchdown.
It really damn disappeared after that. We ain't see him no more.
Hey, that was play call. He ain't target my boy.
You know,
He ain't getting enough. He ain't getting enough touch.
He
It's all
needs
good.
targeting, and Foster Monroe needs more targets.
Yeah. And they need to start. They need to start giving that young kid too, man. That 6'7" line tight end we got.
Mickey,
he needs to start getting some looks.
What?
What?
Matavo's on the practice squad. You talking about Matavo?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's on the practice squad. I
Man,
just
they need to use
reposted it. Hakeem, go ahead and hit it. I mean, everybody else was logging in fine. Hey, Jerry, I know. Just see if you can log in, Jerry. You don't have to come on if you can't. Just see if you can log in so I can see if I see you in the back. Or anybody for that matter. See if we can help brother Hakeem out.
I just hope he come on here spitting facts like J Love.
Here's some insights from the Saints Patriots game. Family. Drake May became the full player at the age of 23 or younger since 1970 to record at least 5 consecutive games with 200 plus passing yards and a 100 plus passer rating. He joined Patrick Mahomes, who's done it twice, Dak Prescott, and the great Dan Marino.
Well, who you talking about, though?
That's Drake May.
Patriots yeah, Drake May on point. I knew they was gonna struggle because they don't got sticky coverage. We ain't got no sticky coverage cornerbacks on that team, bro.
Yeah, but that debate that they were having on the Overtime Sports podcast, where they were comparing Drake and Spencer, to me, there's a difference. Because Drake, and let me know what you think. Drake was drafted in the first round, bro. He was looked upon and picked to be the what? Franchise quarterback. There ain't nobody thought Spencer be the elite, even playing right now. Let's be realistic. How many damn 5th round picks get 6 starts last year and damn sure get a chance to start this year? How many?
Shit.
Hell, how many 5th round quarterbacks even make a roster? See what I'm saying? All right, Akeem, I see you.
Come on, spin them facts, though.
He coming. Yeah, you loading slow though, but I got you. There you go. What's up, Akeem?
What's happening, dog? Shout out to you, my boy. Man.
It's been a minute, baby.
That sound like Wallace.
Yeah, Ron. Yeah, Ron.
What's good with you, baby?
You know what I'm saying? Nothing much, man. Like always, bro, I appreciate your work on here, man. Your insight and everything. It's real, bro. Just sitting up here taking my my licks on every Sunday with my boys, man. It's just like I said, I just gotta accept what's going on. I asked for change, and this is what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a slow process, man. I gotta let this head coach make his mistakes. I gotta let the ineptitude of the lack of talent on both sides of the ball take its place. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of these years, bro, where I just gotta sit back and just be like, damn. My thing is, I just want to see gradual improvement every week. You know what I'm saying? But what I am tired of, and I am of the opinion, bro, that all these people, in these different chats and stuff like that, want to sit up here and blame Rattler, you know what I'm saying, just to try to get Shuck in there or whoever they want to put up in there. Like, Rattler's better than several starting quarterbacks in this league. Ask the Jets if they would rather have Spencer Rattler right now. Ask maybe the Cleveland Browns if they would rather have Spencer Rattler right now. Again, I'm not saying that Rat is a franchise quarterback, but the gradual improvement that this young brother done made from last year to this year, you cannot deny it. And then people saying, well, we're going to be picking in the top 5. We need to draft another quarterback. No. See, I like talking to football people because a lot of times fans don't really get, they don't take it from a 30,000 foot view. If you look at the quarterback class coming in this year, coming in 2026, my boy, that's really not a game-changing franchise type quarterback if you look at it. I watch the landscape of college football. I like Lenora Sellers. I like the little quarterback from Indiana. Carson Beck has improved. But when I say those 3 names, and you're looking at them as leading your franchise, you really don't get excited about that. You know what I'm saying? So is quarterback really, going to be, high on the list in next year's draft? Hell no. We need to replenish this roster, bro. We need to get 2 guards to put next to Eric McCoy and these 2 bookend tackles that we're going to have for the next 8 years. We need a big cornerback that's not going to get pushed around like Kool-Aid and Quincy Riley. Quincy Riley, I like Quincy Riley, but he's kind of on the smaller side, 5'10", 185. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have basically, I don't think, the straight line speed to run with fast cornerback. You've seen that this week. But again, he's a rookie, so I'm living with what, what his development is. Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid is not a physical cornerback at all. He had a great game last week. You know what I'm saying? But this is what we're going to have to live with when it comes to some of our young talent. Kool-Aid is not a shutdown corner. If anything, in my opinion, and this is not a bad thing, Kool-Aid is more of a Paulson or Debo than he is a Marshawn Lattimore. You know what I'm saying? You got to get somebody opposite of him to where he can go ahead and take, the lesser of the 2 better wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? Like he could take the number 2.
Right.
The number 1s, he ain't gonna be able to have. Look, it's like this. All you had to do was see what Kayshon Boutte did him last week. You know what I'm saying? And Kayshon is the number 2 wide receiver. 5 catches, 93 yards, and 2 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So, I like the potential of what Kool-Aid can be. Right. But right now, he's not it. You know what I'm saying? We need, if we're going to keep somebody like Chris Olave. I don't think Chris Olave is a bad football player, but Chris is not a number 1 wide receiver. Right. He's not a number 1 wide receiver. He needs somebody like an A.J. Brown opposite of him to get the best out of him. Because if you remember, his first 2 seasons, he got 1,000 yards. But who was on the other side of him? You know what I'm saying? There was somebody on the other side. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There was somebody on the other side of him to take the pressure off him where he can go ahead and find the cracks in the hole and get yak yards and get run out to catch yards. Him being the guy right now, he catching and fall down. He's not a physical guy. Again, he's not a bad football player at all, but he's not worth $30 million. Saints got a decision to make. You know what I'm saying? So with this pick that we had this year and we took Shuck at 40, my thing was, we probably should have went Mason Taylor or Trey Harris. That's with the Rams. Somebody who could be a big viable target for whoever your quarterback was going to be, whether it was going to be Rattler or whoever. You understand what I'm saying? So we just so void of talent, my brother, that it's going to take us another 2 drafts to get where we at. You know what I'm saying? And you got people.
Hold on, bro. Bro, it wasn't the same receiver on the other side. It wasn't Shaheed, bro. When Chris got them 1,000 yards season, it was Kane God was on the other side, bro.
Yep.
Yeah. Do your research, bro. Do your research.
Sure
God
do.
was on the other side, bro.
That's why I'm talking about football people.
Know your football.
Yeah, know your football, watch film, quit being a fan. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? I know what the hell I'm talking about. But anyway,
Hakeem knows.
But yeah.
Bro. You know.
Yeah, Ron. Shoot, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't claim to know it all, but I just watch. I love the landscape, you know what I'm saying, of football. So in order to become a fan, bro, you got to be in love with the game. You know what I'm saying? The game brings you to your family. You know, I can remember growing up in the Cali Project. Now I live up here in enemy territory with these damn, the filthy pigeons. They call them the Atlanta Falcons. But
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Growing up in the Cali, shout out Irado and Galvez, bro. Tony Dorsett is what brought me to the game of football. You know what I'm saying? That's why I become, that's why I became, that's where my love of the game, you know what I'm saying, came from.
Right.
So, but when I became a diehard fan in '87, it's been black and gold since. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like,
definitely.
Yeah, Ron. But my whole thing is, we just, I get another chance, and people like, well, everything starts with a quarterback. I understand that, but I give you a prime example why it takes a whole team. People say it's the quarterback. Look at the number Joe Burrow put up last year on that team. Joe Burrow could have won MVP if you look at it. Joe Burrow had 44 touchdowns. He threw for almost 5,000 yards. And the Cincinnati Bengals was on the couch playoff weekend. Joe Burrow's putting up 34 a game. You know what I'm saying? The reason why the Bengals wasn't no good, because they couldn't stop nobody. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't go to K&B and get no medicine. You did? So, that's what it is. Like, it's tiring, it's frustrating, bro. But unfortunately, I'm just, like I said, I'm sitting up here, I'm taking my licks right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying, whoever we can almost trade to net some more assets, some more picks, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to move, like all the aging veterans, like DeMario, Cam, you know what I'm saying? I hate to even say it, and I like Grando, but if a team is willing to go ahead and give me a third round pick for Granderson, that's something I might have to go ahead and explore. Because you got to look at it from 2 years from now. Is him and Chase Young really going to be a part of this, you know what I'm saying, a part of this rebuild? Or they just going to be players that's just out there, you dig? Or just players on the team taking up roster spots where you done drafted somebody, you know what I'm saying, that basically could overtake him. You know what I'm talking about? So, we just in a position right now, bro, and I hate to say except the losing, but it's just where we at. You know what I'm saying? The fact that the damn Carolina Panthers done passed us in the rebuild. The Patriots done passed us in the rebuild. You know what I'm saying? We fighting with Cleveland and the Jets. Now, do I think we better than those teams? Absolutely. But there's a play here, a play that we're not making on Sundays that's keeping us in the L column. We are competing every day, dog, every weekend, dog. You know what I'm saying? We losing games by one score. So that lets you know it's like a play here and a play there, and maybe our record change. But we not making those plays right now.
And speaking
you know what I'm saying? And that's what we said, bro.
Dog,
all right.
Dog, that's my guy right there. King, the Dream Batiste. Out of Tenant like it is.
Hey, dog, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you,
Sid, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you for letting me rant, dog. Appreciate you for letting me rep, dog. Is that my boy Jerry? Is that my boy OG Jerry?
Yeah, OG in here, and we got sitting in the building.
What up, Sidney?
What up, y'all?
What's happening, Sid?
What's up,
Sid? Hey, I agree with everything y'all been saying, man. Everything.
He was preaching, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But I just hate folks want to blame Spencer for our loss because Spencer can't play defense. You can't
come on
win a game when you're giving up 14 to 21 points in the first quarter.
No, yeah, the defense start off too slow. You're right, Sid.
Look, let me pinpoint right there, Hakeem and Dolph and Sidney. Sidney, you just said exactly what I'm getting ready to say. Everybody is blaming Spencer Rattler. Oh, he ain't this, he ain't that. Dude, the dude trying to win a game. The dude, as quarterback one, he's doing all he can to try to win this football team a game. Now, if that offensive line stay on their P's and Q's, he's gonna be all right. That's all I'm saying. So
yeah, man. I mean,
Spencer Rattler's fault. Don't get that.
But also, Jerry, people got to realize too. This is everybody's first year with the coaching staff, so ain't nothing gonna go perfect right now.
That's why I'm saying.
Why part of repeat?
Yeah, that's what. This is the point. This is what we have to live with. Unfortunately, you're right about that, Sid. Like you just gotta, it sucks. It sucks, but that's just where it's at. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like some of the things that Torricelli Simpkins has done in the, in the backup role, but there's a reason why he's a backup. If you look at his pro football focus grade, right. They're not that good. They're not that good at all. But Radens, Trevor Penning, and Ruiz. See, Ruiz is a guy that we should have on the block too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he can net us, whether it's a 4th round pick or whatever, he can net us like a 4th round pick. We done paid him already. Get some of them numbers off the books, bro. Until we get cap compliant and we have another couple of good drafts, unfortunately, that means we're gonna have to trust the brain trust that's in the front office right now, like Mickey Loomis and Jeff Allen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna be kind of stuck. You know what I'm saying? But I really feel like I don't think quarterback should be priority number 1 in next year's draft, seeing what's coming down the pipe. You know what I'm saying? Garrett Nussmeier shows you every week that his draft stock is dropping. He's making freshman mistakes every Saturday.
Let me ask y'all a question. 5. What receivers in this draft coming up y'all see are worth drafting? Because I know Doc said he don't see no quarterback, but I don't see no receivers either.
Well, I will tell you this. I'll tell you a project that I like. I tell you a person that's a project that I like. And it was a kid that we played against last week at South Carolina. His name is Nicholas Harbour. He's 6'5", 235 pounds. He ran a 10-1 100-meter dash in high school. That's athleticism off the chart. He's gonna kill it at the combine. He's basically a faster version of Kyle Pitts. You know what I'm saying? Don't put him. And he's not a tight end. He's a wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? 6'5", 235. So he'll probably run a 40 and 4.3, 4.4. That's the kind of guy that you need. You know what I'm saying? Like opposite of a Chris Olave or Rashid Shaheed, if you get rid of an Olave, that you can go ahead and you can target. You know what I'm saying? Juwan Johnson fucked over us, bro.
I don't know if this year I want to get rid of Chris Olave. I just get rid of Juwan Johnson because we got to realize Olave being a good receiver for the first 2 years, but y'all got to realize that man coming off concussion. So I think that's still in his head right now. That's affecting his play to me. You know, that's why y'all say he quick to get down. I think that's affecting his play. He's scared to get hit.
I ain't take you off, Jerry.
So that's what I'm thinking. Olave is scared to get hit, get that concussion in his head because we got to realize he missed a whole lot of games last year.
Hey, that part of it's true, but what I would say is this: that's because he's not a fit. You know, I get it. He has head. You know what I'm saying? He's had head trauma, but the game of football is a barbaric sport. You're gonna have to take it playing that position. You're gonna have to go ahead and take some physical punishment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and he only weighs like 187 pounds. Like I can't have him dragging across the middle in between the linebacker and the safety and thinking that he gonna go ahead and catch it and hold on to it. Is what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying though, we so quick to want to get rid of our players, and then we get rid of them, then ain't nothing out there. Then you talking about we losing now? We sure enough gonna be losing. We better. You see how it was last year when we had no receivers. Man, so we better keep what we got until we can get some better.
Let me ask y'all this, man.
That's why you draft to replenish.
I'm gonna ask you why I got y'all here. Realistically, as this season was starting, what was your realistic expectations for this team? And has this team underachieved your expectations, or have they surprisingly overachieved your expectations?
Dang, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a real good one, dog. To be honest with you, this is just my own honest opinion. My prediction for this team was 5-12. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew what we had coming down the pipe. I knew we had a new head coach. We was trying to find out who our quarterback is. And we don't know exactly if that's that guy. Me personally, I would love to build around Rattler because he's shown me enough as far as taking care of the football. He is a mobile guy that can get himself out of trouble, you know. But the thing that works against him is the fact that this organization used pick number 40 to draft somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And at some point, and they decided to pay him $10 million guaranteed. Shuck is making $10 million, regardless if he step on the field or not. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, the organization is going to want to see what they got in him. And to me, I think that's where Spencer Rattler gets screwed. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they're going to use the 1-11 record against him. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, which we all know that's not his fault. You know, he didn't have a healthy offensive line in the first 5-6 starts. He doesn't really have a fully healthy offensive line right now. But you see the difference, you know what I'm saying, with some of the starters that he got. What kind of quarterback he is. He's a capable guy. I think what's being used against him is the fact that he's a 5th round pick. You know what I'm saying? A lot of 5th round picks don't turn into starters in the league. You know, there's very few Brock Purdy's. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I don't really think that Brock is great. I think, you know what I'm saying, the 49ers cover up a lot of his deficiencies. But, you know, who else is a late round starter that's in the league? Like all quarterbacks ain't 1st round picks. You know what I'm saying? But for what Rattler has showed you in these 12 starts, you know what I'm saying, it's night and day from his first 6 to the 6 that he's gotten this year. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but for me, my expectations were 5-12. They right where I expected them to be at. There's still some winnable games on the schedule, bro. You still got to play the Jets. You still got to play the Titans. You still got to play these filthy pigeons up here twice. You still got Carolina twice. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, I don't, I think the Saints are better than 2-14 or 2-15, 3-14, but they right where I, you know what I'm saying, felt like they were going to be. Because like I said, this is a rebuild. I'm treating this as a rebuilding year. That's what, that's how I'm looking at them, Ron.
Is he gone?
Yeah. Oh.
I thought I was muting. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I can hear you, shit. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I expect us to be right now. I know we should be 4-1 after them 3 close losses we have right now. For real. To me, when they I was just thinking like when Buffalo lost to the Patriots and they just lost to the Falcons, I think States gave them a little blueprint how to beat them. Cause we played them tough in Buffalo.
Oh yeah. Buffalo like the Cowboys. We punch holes, and you know what? They can't stop the run. And you saw what Bijan Robinson did them last night. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a problem for Buffalo if they talking about contending for a Super Bowl. You got to be able to stop the run. You can't. I don't care who you are. We punch holes in that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We need to give some of the young linebackers some chance, like Ford and what's the other guy from Oklahoma?
Yeah, Stallbird, Stutzman, Stallbird.
Ford.
Yeah. Get them out there on the field, man. Yeah, get them out there on the field. I mean, I like what I seen with Jonas Sanka. He had a great game the week before, but yesterday he struggled. But he's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? So this is what come with it. Good to bad. You know what I'm saying? There's some people like P. Werner,
trade him.
If you want to trade Pete, you know what I'm saying?
Trade Cousin Pete
with it. Yeah.
Trade Cousin Pete.
I'm disagreeing with y'all,
trade Granderson, Cousin Pete.
I'm gonna disagree with y'all with that one, bro. Like,
I'm just joking, dog.
I'm gonna tell y'all why, bro. we a
On P.
team in the
Werner?
rebuild. Yeah, we're a team in the rebuild. He's a good football player, bro. We need good
He's a
football
C.
players. Yeah, he's a good
He's a
football
C.
player.
Dolph,
Okay,
he's a
what defense are we
C-ball,
running? Are we running
hit
3-4
ball
or 4-3?
linebacker.
I'm sorry. Say again. Say
We
again.
Are we running
run
the
it
3-4? Go ahead.
3-4. We run 3-4.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm
We need to
saying?
go back
4
to that.
linebackers, 3 down linebacker. I mean,
We
3
got
down
two
linebacker.
ends. Well, we got 2 ends masquerading as
That's
linebacker.
standing up. Right, right.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
need to go back to
Chase
that
and
4-3.
Grando standing up.
Yeah, and if I see them in
Yeah,
cover, Brandon in coverage again, man, come on.
yeah.
We need to
Right,
go back to the
right.
4-3. We need to go back to 4-3.
Well, that's the thing too. Does
But
Brandon Staley don't have the personnel to run his system? But then it goes to
and that's
coaching.
that.
When it goes to
Mhm.
coaching, if you don't have the personnel to run the system, you run a system that best fits the personnel.
Best fits the
currently
personnel.
have. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I think that when I was saying earlier about this team maturing as the year goes on, that goes for the coaches too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they learning on the fly too.
As from week 1 to where we at now, it ain't been pretty, but you can see some things starting to come into the play in the shape for this team, especially on the offensive side of the ball. And it's not all about just Spencer Rattler. One thing that I'm happy about and I'm excited about is Kendre Miller. Kendre Miller is one of the top backs in the league enforcing broke tackles,
Broken tackles.
You know what I'm saying? And
he's taking care of from Kamara.
Yeah, and where he improved mostly at his first couple years in the league when he was able to be on the field. Hell, we could not even trust him in pass blocking. Did you notice this week he was in there on passing downs, pass blocking, and doing a good job? So he has grown. There has been growth in his offense, but the thing I'm saying is, whether you like Spencer or not, when he does make the right throw, when he does put the ball there, he's not being helped by the people who are being paid to help him. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Olave,
a $30 million tight end, yeah.
You went up there, made a hell of a catch, bro. You got to hold that ball. Juwan Johnson, there was no reason for you to drop that damn ball.
Should have just went down.
You killed the entire momentum. But what rubbed me the wrong way after that, you standing out there talking to the Patriots players, laughing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Bro, this is a key moment in the game. You should be pissed off that you put that ball on the ground, bro. I don't want to talk right now, bro. We holler at the game. I'm trying to beat your ass right now. Understand?
Yeah, he had a Jared Cook. Yeah, he had a Jared Cook moment, bro.
What
and
made
it's
me
just
mad,
like,
Olave stopped on the rock for that touchdown pass. He slowed up, and then he tried to regain his speed. That's why he didn't catch that ball in his zone, because they showed it on YouTube.
Yeah, he tried to reaccelerate. It was too late.
It was too late there.
Bro. The ball placement, live. I know you're still listening. The ball placement was good there, bro. Who that zone?
I heard Jay Lyles say he throwing the ball too hard, but don't they catch that thing on practice or coming out the football? You know, the shooting the football out.
The judge.
Yeah,
the judge machine.
Don't that come out hard?
Yep. The judge machine. Yeah, that's what they
that
practice
ain't no
off of.
dropping the football. Bro, and I like Olave, but it's some catches he should make.
Yeah, man.
Much as I don't like Jared Cook, bro, I can't do that to Jared Cook. Take away that playoff game, bro. When Jared Cook was with the Saints, Jared Cook was balling until then.
He was solid.
He was solid with us, but
I don't even blame him for the loss because we still was up in that game.
Yeah, he made the biggest turnover.
See Juwan Johnson down, start Foster Moreau. That's what I say.
Yeah, I'm with it. Taysom and Foster back. But they not, because they invested in him. Kellen Moore wanted him. You know, and
I'm ready to see.
You can't have 3 catches, bro. But you get 3 catches, but you put one of them on the ground, and the offense was rolled. They couldn't stop the Saints. You know what I'm saying? This was one of the most this was the most efficient game that I had seen Spencer Rattler look. In this game,
20 of 26.
You can tell when every throw that left his hand but one, you can tell it was thrown with confidence. And that one that was almost intercepted, that was that one throw you can't have. That's what he had been avoiding for most of the season.
Right.
But
You talking about the one to Olave?
Nah, the one in the middle
Nah,
of the field.
Shaheed was it was over his head
Oh,
and
I didn't get a chance.
and he
I didn't
had
get a chance to watch the game. I had saw some on YouTube.
Yeah, it had three defenders in the middle of the field, and he tried to force it into Shaheed. That was
that's what's crazy.
They talking about they want to see Tyler Shuck, but they had to realize Tyler Shuck ain't ready for the NFL right now because he the one to start the spot because everybody kept saying, well, that's Keller's that's his guy. He wasn't ready.
That's what I said, bro.
If you can't win the starting job in the preseason, bro, you ain't ready.
Right. Hey, Mo, go ahead and speak. Mo, to speak. We go.
What it do, fellas? What's going on, man? Appreciate y'all. Yeah, Sunday.
But I'm like you, don't ride or die. I'm riding my team, win or lose.
Right. Yeah. Let Mo to speak right quick, bro.
I mean, Sunday was kind of frustrating because it's really a good game going kind of back and forth for a good bit of it or whatever. And it just seemed like this team has a problem just playing a full game on both sides of the ball. If you look back to last week, like they started off really slow on defense, but the offense started off really hot in the first quarter, right? In the first quarter, or the first half in general. Second half, the defense found itself. They only gave up 3 points in the second half, but the offense just disappeared and didn't really give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like we're kicking a bunch of field goals, and not just like 20-yard field goals. I want to say Groupie had 2 50-yarders in there. Like we kicking long field goals pretty much. Just no efficiency in the red zone. Something that everybody notices at this point. Again, I thought Sunday was Rattler's best game. And it's crazy to say that because he has a game this year where he threw 3 touchdowns and no picks. And that won't even close to, like, if you look at his statistics there, that was his lowest QBR for the whole season in the game where he threw 3 touchdowns and no interceptions, right? Right. And you know what I'm saying? I was actually at that game. We should have beaten the 49ers. But, you know what I'm saying? That's crying over spilt milk. But it's just these dudes need to do a better job of just playing a full game on both sides of the ball. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be tough. Because every team in the NFL has talent. It's going to be a rough, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hardly ever see teams get blown out just consistently every week. You're going to play a close game, but it's usually a handful of plays. And we say one play doesn't lose the game. I thought that Juwan Johnson fumble was the biggest play of Sunday, and it, to me, killed all our momentum at the time. We got like 4 straight stops where these boys won't even moving the ball, just punting it to us. And just that point, Rattler hits him. He's going down the middle of the field, and I can't be mad at him for trying to get the first down because he didn't have the first down initially, and he tries to split 2 guys, and the dude just got him. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, I think one of you boys said earlier that they wouldn't have signed Juwan Johnson to that extension, and I agree 10,000%. I just don't think he's good enough at that position, especially with him being a wide receiver from Oregon. You would think they move him to tight end, he's going to see mismatches against linebackers and safeties, and he just doesn't consistently win enough. To pay that man $10 million is the wildest shit. Excuse my language. The wildest thing I've ever seen. Not these boys in the middle. It was just but it was Kellen Moore's fault at the same time. If you really listen to Juwan Johnson preseason, he was saying that he was going to go to Denver. He talked to Kellen Moore on the phone, and Kellen Moore assured him that he'd be a focal point of his offense. That was just stupid at this point, bro, because he had never shown you before that he was really that type of player to be a focal point type dude. He's really just a piece to the puzzle, not really the whole. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to just hop on Juwan Johnson. I'm not trying to just hop on one single player, period. Like, because it's a lot. We're not supposed to be good this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, not a lot of people picked us to even win one game. But we shouldn't have to get 5 turnovers from the defense to be able to pull out a 1-score win against the Giants. Like, we got to do better than that, bro. Like, and it starts with running the ball. The answer to all the questions to me, not just with the Saints, but LSU too. I know most of us might be LSU fans in here. Running the ball solves so many of your problems. It keeps your defense on the sideline. It gives your quarterback easier reads, and it'll give Rattler a chance to play action football and where he's best at for the most part. You know what I'm saying? It opens up stuff for Chris Olave. It opens up the deep ball to Shaheed. It's just like the first 2 weeks of last year when all that stuff was working, you saw how good these dudes can be. They won't be able to sustain that through the whole season, but we should be better and at least more explosive as an offense. But, it's just week to week now at this point, man. Like, I got to think Shuck is probably going to get in there within the next 3 to 4 weeks because we about to take some L's in these next few weeks. We're probably not going to beat the Bears. We're definitely going to get drugged by the Bucks and the Rams, which are the next 2 games after that. You're probably going to see Tyler somewhere against the Panthers or after the bye against the Falcons. But, you know, it just is what it is, man. We just kind of watching, though, because I don't think anybody could have expected too much from this team for real. It's the first year, new head coach, a really young team. I be seeing on the internet, everybody's talking about how old we are and how we really are a super young team if you really look at it. DeMario Davis, Cam Jordan, who else? Fucking Cooks,
AK.
and I think Kamara. Those are and Nathan Shepard. Those are 5 people out of the 53-man roster that play regularly.
Hill.
Yeah, and Taysom Hill, but he just got there. But the 5 or 6 people out of the 23-man roster, 53-man roster that are over 30 years old. The rest of this team is really under 20, 28 or younger. Like, this is a really young team. We shouldn't be expecting much. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna have to see over these next few weeks.
I don't think Tyler Shutt's the answer, because you got to look at what the 49ers defense coordinator said about this Spencer Rattler. This
Keep in
man
mind, that was
is
his worst
outstanding
game
football.
statistic.
He's playing outstanding football. Hey, dog, I want to ask you a question. Where's the other running back we drafted? Because they ain't
he
played
hurt.
him.
Devin Neal.
He hurt.
Devin
He's been
Neal.
hurt since like week 2. He's been in and out of the lineup or on the practice squad since week 2 because he's been dealing with an injury.
That was hurting us too, because we not staffing the run game. We trying to put everything on. We try to put everything on Spencer Rattler on. We got to staff the run game. We got to have our offense going to be able to open the hole up for them running back. Because we don't staff the run game, we gonna always be in a situation.
I want to ask you a question though. Why are you so sure Tyler Shutt is going to not be the answer? Because I haven't seen the nigga play to be.
Because Tyler Shutt was going to be the answer. Tyler Shutt was going to be the answer, bro. He'd have beat out Spencer Rattler in the preseason for the starting job. It was an open competition. Hold on.
I agree. But he showed up 2 weeks late for camp. He definitely showed up 2 weeks late for camp. And you going against a dude with a whole year worth of experience. At least not starting, but Rattler was in the building.
He didn't go a whole year, bro. We played 5-6 games, but still,
y'all. Even if it's not starting, he's
y'all kept saying, hold on, y'all kept saying that he was Keller's more guy. He was gonna start because he was.
I didn't say anything. I'm saying
I ain't say you. I'm talking about the Saints fans.
Yeah, I get you, but I'm saying like it's hard to just say based on the preseason. We're really
so tell me this: what has Spencer Rattler done? What has Spencer Rattler done? You want him to be benched?
All right,
I didn't say I want him to be benched. I'm just saying the reality of this situation. You draft a dude in the second round, you're not gonna sit him the whole year and just say let's rock with Rattler and you 1-9, and we probably gonna end up being 1-9 before he sees himself on the field. Bro, you got to see what you got.
It's just that they have to see.
Yeah, like
it's just that they have to see what they have in him.
Facts.
To 100%. Go ahead and make the vet. I'm not advocating for Rat to go to the bench either. I think Rat is the better quarterback of the two. But the fact that they drafted him with the 40th overall pick, in the second round, if he was a 5th round pick, I'm totally on board. But you have to find out what you have in him. We know it's not Rat's fault that the team is losing, but you got to see what you have. Paid this dude $10 million guaranteed, whether he's on the field, at the bus stop, you know what I'm saying, at the concession stand. You got to see what you got in it, unfortunately. To me, now look, let me paint the picture with it.
Which is nothing, because if he couldn't win the starting job in the preseason, we don't got nothing. That's my opinion. That's my opinion, bro. Hold on. Y'all saying what y'all saying about? Hold on. Because he can't beat out. If he can't beat out Spencer Rattler in the preseason, and he's a second round pick, and this Kellen Moore guy, Kellen Moore gave him all opportunity to win the job.
Bro, but
so I don't want to see Tyler Shutt in the game.
We have not seen him in there in a regular game where they
we 1-5. You know why we 1-5? It ain't because of the Spencer Rattler, because the damn defense keep giving up 14 to 21 points in the first half.
We've said that. We agree with that.
But then why y'all keep talking about we don't need to see what we got in Tyler Shutt right now?
I don't necessarily agree that it's all on the defense. I think everybody has their part in us being 1-5. I think Rattler has missed some throws.
That part of it too.
I think running backs have not hit the hole as quickly as that. I think Olave has dropped passes. I've seen Juwan Johnson drop passes. I've seen
penalties.
Rashid Shaheed drop passes. Penalties. It's not just, you cannot just say Spencer Rattler has been awesome and the rest of the team is holding him back. That's not the case, bro. Like, he's been decent.
It's not like Rat. Yeah. It's not
so what y'all think gonna change with Tyler Shutt getting there?
I don't know, but we need to see what's going to happen.
We don't. You just got to see. That's all I'm saying. You got to see. It's not so much that we saying that that's what it is. You just got to see.
Let's do it like this. Hold on, fam. We're going to go one at a time. We'll go one at a time. But
you're right.
I'm going to do it like this. I'm with Sid, bro. And here's why. I already said it. Why we need to see Tyler Shucks? Why?
Because we drafting probably in the top 5 next year, bro. Like you need to know if you got a quarterback you can depend on. You got to see if he's better than this guy.
Bro, if this man continues, is improved. Listen, I understand what y'all saying. I understand both sides. But what I'm saying is this kid ain't supposed to be here right now. This kid, Spencer Rattler, is not supposed to have been starting for the first 6 weeks of this season. Everybody's had Tyler Shucks starting. I don't care about him showing up 2 weeks after in training camp. He was there for all the off season and everything. If you the man and they drafted you, you go start. Look at. Let's go to Minnesota last year. The only reason Sam
that's the point. That's where I was about to go.
The only reason
where I was about to go.
The field.
I'm about to show you.
The only reason he saw the field is because J.J. McCarthy got hurt. People were saying that Sam Darnold was looking better than him. But if he wouldn't have got hurt because they selected him where they did, they were going to play him. But see, they could afford to do that because they're not in the situation the Saints are in now. The Saints have a new head coach coming in, new system, new everything. But this kid here, bro, the kid outperformed him. It's just that simple.
Like you saying, he outperformed him, but if you look at them stats during the preseason, he didn't. They were close. Everything was close in the preseason. They were both playing the same game in the preseason. I don't see this chronic over. What are you looking at? Because we didn't win any games in the preseason.
Bro, it's the way you handle the offense. It's the way you go through your progression. Does he have
that's definitely right,
big dog.
This offense,
right?
That's what it is, bro. It's a lot more than just stats.
Remember, I'm not even just talking about stats. The stats matter.
Talking about stats. Hell, Derek Carr gets stats at the end of the game. So you got
look, Derek Carr is better than both of these quarterbacks right now, bro.
Hands down.
That's not even close.
And
like for real, like we'd be a much better team if Derek Carr wouldn't have retired. Like that's one of the things that set this team back this year. I'm not saying we won at least 2 or 3
that's
games.
a fact.
Unfortunately,
that's a fact. But
I'm not saying Derek Carr is awesome at all. Derek Carr's not awesome. He's just a mediocre.
We know that.
Bridge quarterback. He was there to get us to our franchise guy. He's supposed to be a bridge. It broke down because he just didn't handle the off-field stuff, in my opinion. Like he just didn't embrace the city, all that extra shit. And I just didn't really like how he was in press conferences, to be honest with you. But he played decent while he was in.
Least
last year he started
out there.
fast. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that type of stuff that really hurt Derek Carr. Like I didn't think he was a bum, but he's definitely better than both of these dudes. But honestly,
so I'm glad you brought that up, dog, because I'm gonna use that Viking situation to go ahead and make my point, right? So to me, I think that's kind of how this situation gonna play out. Okay, Spencer Rattler. Okay, since Shuck is supposed to be the guy that the organization, you know what I'm saying, they drafted high and they want to see what they got, right? If Rattler performs well, could it be a situation where they just building up his trade value, and at the end of this season, again, we paid this motherfucker, excuse my language, we paid Chuck $10 million. Guess where he at? He on the bench. You know what I'm saying? We have not seen what he can do yet. To your point, to you and Sid's point, I believe that he's better quarterback of the two. Watching them both in college, I say the exact same thing. I still the better quarterback. If you look at it from talent situation.
So you saying because he's making all that money, he should be starting.
You cannot waste a second round pick on a guy and just have him sitting on, you know what I'm saying, sitting on the bench drinking Gatorade.
Let's take the pick out of it.
I'm saying it's not
let's take the pick out of it, right? You saying he should be starting because he's making that money. So let's take the pick out of it. You said he should be starting because he's making that money, right?
Because we about to be 1-9, bro. Like you
No,
can't just keep
I didn't
throwing
say
that
that. I
dude
think
out
he
there.
should be starting.
You can't say we're gonna be 1-9 because you don't know that. You can't predict the future right now.
Bro, we not about to beat the
You didn't
Rams
say
or
I
the
didn't say
Bears.
we was winning either.
You don't know that, bro. We can't predict the future right now. We don't know what's gonna happen.
I didn't know we was gonna lose to the 49ers and get smacked out of the Seahawks either, but
I'm basing it on fact.
You don't know what's gonna happen. You just got to see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We won at 5. That ain't no fix. That we it's not his fault.
My boy breaking up so bad.
Hey, Akeem, you breaking up bad, bro. Akeem, fix your Wi-Fi, bro. You breaking up bad, bro.
It's the energy, bro. It's the passion. It's doing it to the connection, bro. It's the passion in the chat. That's all it is. We all love the same team, bro. It's gonna happen. We're gonna get juiced up, you know.
It's like this, bro. It's like this, bro. And that's yeah. I got you, Tim. I see you, Tim. I see you, Tim. I see you. Yeah, it's a lot of storylines in this game Sunday too, bro. There's a lot of
big time. I'm not waiting
to have somebody on the bench.
And Dennis Allen. No, I'm telling you right now, that boy. I bet you that boy come on and play his ass off this Sunday. I bet you
that boy going against a dude that is familiar with this team on defense, bro. It's gonna be a tough game Sunday, bro, because Allen knows this whole team top to bottom. And he's one of the best defensive minds in football. I know he wasn't a great head coach.
He knows.
But motherfucking Dennis Allen got something for this boy Sunday. I really believe we're going to have to be on our job to win this game, bro.
To run the ball,
to have a chance. Yeah. If we don't running the ball solves everything. I said that already, bro. The best player on this offense to me is still Alvin Kamara and Kendre Miller. We need to lead with that.
Yep. Everything should go off that. Everything should go off that.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm going to say this too, man. Back to the what we were talking about. I don't have to see Tyler Shuck.
Why? They do though.
They don't have to, because if they had to, they'll put him out there. Listen,
you don't rush him out there. Give Rattler a chance. They wanted to give him a chance, and they did.
Yeah, they had to. They didn't want to give him a chance. They had to. Y'all know Mike Detillier, the great Mike Detillier. Mike was right here, and he told us, DOLPH. Spencer Rattler Tyler Shuck will be the starting quarterback. That's who they want to start. They looked at film in the offseason and went out and selected Tyler Shuck. They didn't fully realize, or they didn't know from the film they saw last year, they didn't know what they had in Spencer Rattler. Now, let's give the kid credit. The kid went out, he saw everything. He listened to everybody putting Shuck in there, just overlooking him. He saw all that shit. The kid, what he did, the kid went to work. Now the kid beat. I don't care if it's about a half inch. If Shuck was number 40, hand chosen, if it was really, really as close as just the stats say, Tyler Shuck would be the starting quarterback of this team. Because if it was that close, that mean what? That mean he should have started. It wouldn't be a bigger difference, bro. And what I'm saying is that when he close, when he does get in, and if he gets in and he's not an instant success, he does not instantly lead this team to success in the red zone and W's. How much patience is Who That Nation gonna have with him? None.
But it ain't really about us though. Like honestly, we're gonna be impatient, man, bro. Like people are gonna be impatient regardless. It's about the coaches in the organization, how patient they're gonna be. And history has shown that they're pretty patient. You know what I'm saying? They've been paid. They were patient with Dennis Allen. They're patient right now with Spencer Rattler, even though he hasn't really won a lot. He only won one game. Like that, I don't think the organizations have a problem at all with being patient with players or coaches.
I'm listening to the coach. I say this before the season started, in his press conference before the season started, when he said, when we name whoever we name the starting quarterback, that's who we rolling with. And it ain't gonna be no revolving door.
I don't believe that. I don't know about a revolving door, but they definitely gonna put that rookie in there for what? Oh boy, he's a second-round pick, bro. He's gonna play.
Let's say you a player on that team. Real talk now. I'm a player on that team.
And I see these guys each and every single week.
Yeah.
And Spencer is playing he's playing better. He gives us the best chance to be successful on Sunday. And I'm seeing this every week. The coaching staff is seeing this every week, not just on the film, but in the film room, on the way the team responds to him. See, a lot goes into being the starting quarterback. So I'm seeing all this. And you go and you name Tyler Shuck the starting quarterback just because he was the 40th pick, you selected him in the second round, or you take Spencer out, overlooking everything. Yeah, his play, he got to play better too. Ain't nobody saying he been perfect because he been far from it. But the kid has gotten better each and every single week, and he just came off his best game. It was 20 for 26, 0 touchdowns. Actually, it should have been 23 for 26 because he had 3 balls dropped on him. How about if they block better in the red zone? How about if they're able to run the ball in the red zone, Bob? That's what I'm saying. It's not about Tyler. It's not about Spencer. It's about this team's failure in the red zone, bro. As a team, this team sucks in the red zone. They cannot
because they're not running the ball. That's the biggest thing.
That's what it is, bro. That's
stuff
the
gets
biggest
tight.
thing.
The windows get tight, and it's hard for a quarterback to do that. I mean, there have been times, but good quarterbacks, great quarterbacks, franchise quarterbacks find a way, though, in my opinion. But listen, all that stuff you just said, I would believe everything you just said if we won 1-5. Them dudes gonna look at the fact that we 1-5, and they're gonna say, coach gonna come in there and say, we're gonna make a change at the quarterback, try to get a spark. And they're gonna just go with it, bro. These dudes don't. I mean, bro, you 1-5.
It ain't that simple, my man.
It really is that simple.
Because
You
the team,
1-5.
I watch every interview of the same. Cam Jordan.
I watch
all them players love Spencer Rattler. They say it ain't.
I'm sure
He's
they
doing a
love
good
every
job.
player on the team.
And it's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's the team, like you said. It's a team. It's a team thing. The play calling,
I agree, it's a team.
The play calling to me is really sucks. I don't know what kind of play call Kellen Moore them doing, but it's really terrible.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with this play calling. They need to be more balanced in the run and pass. Maybe that'll help.
But more bad. They need to lean more. We need to be 60-40 run, bro. No bullshit. 60% of the time, we need to be handing the ball off. Taysom Hill getting in there, running what he runs. You know what I'm saying? Both of them.
I agree. You Taysom Hill running the ball.
Yeah. All of them, man. We need to running the ball needs to be the identity of this team, especially when you got a young quarterback who goes out.
But I agree with Dog though. That guy we traded for the Bronco, I think they need to put him a wide receiver one, start him at wide receiver one, see what he can do. Because he'll be battle like Michael Thomas. And he catch the ball.
Cuz was the fourth receiver for the Broncos last year. I'm good with him being number 1 though, but y'all. This
the point. This the problem I have with Saints fans, man. They talking about what round. It don't matter what round you come in, bro. Because Tom Brady was drafted in a later round, but look, he 7-time Super Bowl champion.
He said he was the full receiver for the Broncos last year.
I thought he said round. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize, boy. My bad. I apologize.
Sean Payton gave that boy to us for a bag of chips for the most part, bro. But
I was just saying though. Try him out. It can't hurt to try him out at wide receiver one.
He outperformed Mims. Really, he was wide receiver 2 for Denver. And I'm gonna tell you now, they were shocked in Denver. I'm talking about people who covered the team and everything. Because they know he was a good ass player. You know what I'm saying? The Saints got a good player, but the thing is, bro,
he wouldn't have traded him.
Hey, bro, you see their receiver room? They got a nice receiver room, bro.
They got Sutton and a bunch of utility guys. Sutton is a dog, but for the most part, it's just a bunch of regular dudes.
You know that's how Sean rolled anyway. That's how Sean rolled. He was here.
He had some years where we had some serious talent around Drew, but it just never when we had Jimmy Graham, we had Marcus Colston, we had Lance Moore. We had a bunch of really good receivers, you know what I'm saying, at one time. But right now, that team is kind of top heavy. After you get past
that was a hell of a pickup for them.
Yeah, he's been good for him this year. But it's more so because Sean is a genius, in my opinion. I still feel mad that he left, to be honest with you. They just kind of left us with this mess and didn't want to clean up his own mess. But it is what it is.
It's all right. He gonna get cleaned up. He's in the process.
Just gotta be patient.
I think Kellen Moore's the coach, bro.
I agree.
Again,
I think he's a smart coach.
He's growing. Look. If you look, the offense starting to evolve more and more. We getting more and more each
I
and
agree.
every single week. You know
Now, the
what I'm
only
saying?
thing defensively that I wish would change, I hate that these corners be so far off these receivers,
My
bro.
God.
My
that
goodness.
third down, man. What the hell was
Alante just sat back and watched the boy catch the first down, my boy.
bro, do you not know they need just 4 yards, bro? Why the hell is you so far back, bro?
But that's the defense. They say,
I didn't see that game, so
bluff press coverage and then back up, bro. But if you look at every game, bro. Like look at every game we play. Before the play starts, these DBs are 10 yards off the receiver, bro. That's ridiculous. It's the NFL.
What's up with the tackling, man? They can't tackle worth a damn.
Nah, facts.
They
But that's the reason
they
why
trying to
they
strip the ball instead of just tackling the man.
Bro.
If
That's
you watch,
because
look,
that lack of practicing, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the whole league. Just watch Bijan Robinson yesterday. But this man broke like 12 tackles in one play, bro. Because these dudes are terrible. It's not the football we grew up on in the 90s and 80s when you could hit people. It's not the same.
It's not even about them. Know what it is, bro? They're not even trying to hit. They're not hitting and rapping.
They trying to strip the ball.
They're trying to run through them. Just use their strength and just run through them and knock them over. They trying to get that wild hit so they can be on ESPN and shit, bro.
Man, even the best defenses are missing tackles, bro. Like if you think of even the best defenses in the NFL, teams like the Eagles who have just dudes all over the place they all missing tackles. What's his name? Zach Bond got trucked in the end zone in that game just now that they just played against the Giants. Like it be happening. It's crazy.
So let me ask y'all this. Here's a good one. Everybody in the chat. Everybody, here we go. Would you want to be the 1-5 Saints right now? Or the 1-5 Ravens?
Oh, I want to be the Ravens. Yeah, I got Lamar Jackson coming back. I want to be the Ravens. What you mean?
You been one that you only had one win with him.
Man, bro, this is Lamar Jackson. Bro. Stop it. Come on, bro.
It ain't about them much. It's about their team and the directions they're going. Bro, they not, bro.
The Ravens defense sucks.
They off to a slow start, bro. They off to a slow start.
No slow start. They suck.
You got Lamar Jackson and a ton of superstar players on this team. Like, dudes are not playing well. I'll give you that. But you got Lamar Jackson, you got Derrick Henry, you got Zay Flowers, you got what's the middle line? Roquan Smith, a star, the cornerback, number 4.
How long Lamar been out?
He's gonna be back Sunday, so it's only been 2 weeks.
No, I'm saying how long he been out?
2 weeks. He missed 2 weeks. He's on my fantasy team. That's how I know that. But I take Lamar Jackson in the squad. That was 1-1 or 0-2 or 1-2, something like that.
And 1-3.
They start, but they playing good teams. Though the dudes lost to the Lions. They lost to the who's that first team? Buffalo. Like they losing the good teams, and it's not like they getting smacked. They got smacked that week. Lamar got hurt.
Bro, they giving up 40 a game, 37 a game. This team horrible, bro.
The defense has been terrible, but what was the final score? It was a 40-38 score. The offense is doing their job.
We were talking about week 1?
Week 2, the game they lost to the Lions was like 38-35, something like that. That was just like 2 weeks ago. That was Lamar's last game.
Defense sucked for both of them. They can't win.
The defense has been terrible. I'll give you that.
You think about Ravens football, you think about defense.
Oh, yeah. I've never seen the Ravens be bad for the most part. Bad seasons for Baltimore is 8-8.
I'm saying if you're a team and the Ravens on your schedule, just wait if you're struggling on offense. I wish we were playing them. We'll score 30.
And I promise that is a team that I wouldn't just count out. I'm going to be honest with you. Lamar comes back healthy. I'm not counting no 2-time, 3-time MVP out, bro. Like this is Lamar Jackson.
AFC, they not going nowhere, bro.
Nobody's winning the AFC but Kansas City, bro. That's if you know this. That's who's only been winning the AFC.
The best team right now, to me, is Tampa Bay.
Not going.
Yeah, they got the best record. But do you really think the Bucs gonna win the Super Bowl, bro? Because I think they're gonna get in the playoffs.
I ain't saying they're gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm just saying they're the best team right now.
I'm just asking you. I didn't say you did, but I think they're gonna get in the playoffs and get their head torn off like they do pretty much every year. Maybe not.
Man, the NFC,
but they lose in the playoffs.
The NFC is up in the air. You probably don't know who's gonna make it.
I agree with you, but you couldn't see
they winning.
Yeah, I mean they still got the quarterback. The quarterback's playing like MVP. Ultimately that's it. Like if you got a quarterback playing at the MVP level, you're gonna be in good shape.
I just want us to beat the Falcons. I don't care about none of that.
Let me get 2 of them against them boys. I need both of them games against them boys.
I can't take this.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, I just can't take no 0-2 to them cats, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
All will be well. All will be well.
Yeah.
Just don't lose twice to them, bro.
Yeah. Like, I mean, but it's everything about this season is. Go ahead, my bad.
No, you good. Go ahead. Now I'll finish.
I'm just saying this season has been kind of frustrating, what you call it, because we're not used to seeing us lose like this. Last year was the first time in a long time that we haven't at least won 7-8 games. Like the bad years under Sean Payton and Drew Brees was 7-9, 8-8, that type of stuff. Like last year, the wheels fell off, and we dealing with something we ain't dealt with in almost 20 years. We got spoiled by that last regime, but it just kind of is what it is, man. We got to take the lumps this year and just check it out. But I stand by. We're going to eventually have to see what this second round pick working with, bro. You can't just go the whole year. Especially if you 1-10, 1-11. Huh?
Oh, that's what.
Oh, hell yeah. Hey, them boys been sorry out there. I ain't going to even lie to you. The kick return's been whack.
Let me say this. I'm glad y'all went there. I am so glad y'all.
Hold on, though, before you say that. That what broke the Seattle game over the special team. Because I believe we'd have been in that game.
Yeah. But, I mean, it is what it is.
The team coach, Gallardo, should be fired.
Yeah. We miss Rizzy.
And we miss Rizzy like shit. Should be fired for putting Mason Tipton back there this week. Mason Tipton was straight tipping.
Yeah.
I was like, what's that? He did, bro. Did y'all see that man trying to return kicks?
No, he looks slow out there, and he runs the 4.
We should have kept JT Gray.
You know he fast,
but he don't return kicks though. You know what I'm saying?
Like this dude don't even want to do this. This not even him. He don't even look natural.
Back that joint, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Rashid.
Well, you know they trying to save Rashid, man, for the offense side of the ball. But earlier somebody was talking about the salary cap. I mean, it was Hakeem. So next year, right now, the Saints projected that over the cap to be just 14 million. But right now, they got like 8,845,000 now. If they don't use that, they can carry that over till next season. Now, so the Saints they gonna have a lot of money. That negative next year, they gonna have about, I believe it was who was it that broke it down? I can't remember. But next year the Saints gonna be about 60 million over the cap, not over the cap, under the cap. But in 2027, get this, 2027, the Saints gonna have $145,953,042 in cap space. So they gonna be able to do a lot of things, but a lot of things goes to now. They got to hit on these drafts. I kind of feel good about this year's draft class. I think
this one that just passed?
Yeah, this one here. I think we're getting some players out this class. They got to hit again on the 2026 draft. They got to start replenishing the backups, man. That's what's hurting the Saints. They lost that depth that they had, man. If you look at the teams that are at the top right now, they have depth. And a lot of it is homegrown, man, when you drafting well. And that's what's hurt the Saints, man. Poor drafts, man. Bringing in the wrong people and bringing in some of the wrong free agents has hurt too. You know what I'm saying?
It's gotten better though. It'll just be like there'll be an occasional year in there where we'll draft and nobody's good in that draft class. Like I can't remember the year exactly. Like it was a year we went and most of the dudes ain't even on the team no more. You know what I'm saying? But it's gotten better the last 2 years. Obviously, the last 2 first-round picks look like they about to be with the team for 10 plus years with the tackles. You know what I'm saying?
What's the one that got hurt?
He came back, Calvin Banks. He came back.
Yeah, he came. Boy, let me tell you, I seen that boy.
I'm talking about the defensive tackle. Oh, which one of them guys that got hurt? They missed their hip up.
Broughton. Vernon
that boy right there, a beast.
He was getting playing time too, bro. That's somebody from this draft class. Him,
that boy a beast.
Stutzman, you know what I'm saying?
Quincy Riley.
Yeah, Quincy Riley, but that's 5 people right there.
Take their lunch, they're young. We're gonna take they're gonna take their lunch.
That's what I'm saying on defense. Rotate, put some of the young players in, let them get a down or two and rest your older players. Then you may be fresh on defense. But you just keep playing them every down. That's why they get one up.
Well, you saw Stallberg this Sunday. He played a lot. Isaiah Stallberg
44.
A lot. Yeah,
they
played him a lot this year. And
Riley's pretty much a starter at this point. Riley's pretty much a starter now. You know what I'm saying? So that helps. Sanker's the starter going forward, even though the kid, he wasn't supposed to be the starter, Blackman, and Blackman looked really good in that first game. That really hurt that he got hurt.
That got hurt, man.
That really, really hurt. But yeah, man, the depth is, like you said, the depth is getting replenished. Really, the biggest thing this team needs is to get to the offseason and do it one more year in the offseason to kind of fix some of the roster. But just, I'm gonna be paying attention, man. It's gonna be a frustrating year, for the most part, because we used to seeing them boys win.
Yeah, it's a rebuild, but like I said, right now we can sit down each and every single Sunday, other than Seattle,
and enjoy the game.
We got 100%. A chance. We done had a chance. We got a chance to win this game.
100%.
This should have been our second win. If somebody would have dropped the ball in the end zone.
Somebody gonna have to step up and become that go-to guy. Somebody gonna have to step up and be that, man, give me the damn ball. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna have to become that guy for him, bro. Yeah. And like y'all was saying earlier, man, they got to get Elvin more touches, bro.
100%. Or not even just Elvin more touches, just run the ball more.
Yeah, got to run the ball more. And I love it when they have Elvin and Kendrick on the field together. Because if you got them on the field together, you
create
can
some
use
confusion.
Elvin, you can use Elvin's receiving skills too.
Yeah. Me personally, dog, I always let Kendrick run the ball and just use Alvin in the passing game.
Well,
how we used to do with Reggie Bush and all them.
Yeah, you still got to hand that joint to 41 though, bro. You can't just.
I mean, you still can hand it to him, but I'm just saying though, when we need him tough yard, just get to Kendrick, So, like I said, we should have had
one cut, get up the field type dude. He a hard runner. Yeah.
Like I said, we should have had 2 wins because we should have won the first game. The kicker missed the field goal, and then the tight end dropped the damn touchdown pass. We should have won.
Yeah, Juwan Johnson, goofy.
Yeah.
What you call
we should have had 2 wins right now, for real.
Blake Gruber hit all his field goals this week because his job on the line. You better have hit him. You better have hit him. He missed 5 field goals in the first 5 weeks, man. Come on, man.
I don't like kickers, bro. I don't like trusting kickers. That's why I say score a touchdown so you don't have to worry about that. But at the same time, yeah, man. Especially in the NFL now. Like I was watching Akeem Talib. He does a show with Skip Bayless and all of them. It's like Gil's Arena for the basketball. He be up there with them. And he said today, bro, a win for a defense in today's NFL is stopping you and making you kick field goals. That's game changing, bro. 4 whole points. You know what I'm saying? Like it changes games, bro. It keeps a lot of times it keeps you out of position from being able to kick game-winning field goals if you sacrificing 7 for 3. You know what I'm saying? So
Think about this. The Saints ain't punting the first half, and they were trailing.
Facts, because they was kicking field goals. 4 straight scoring drives. They scored a touchdown and kicked 3 field goals after that.
Field
that
goals
was crazy.
Get you beat, man.
Every time.
Touchdowns, man.
Every time. But Drake May and them had 4 touchdown drives, and it was all touchdowns. You know what I'm saying?
But it wasn't a drive. It was 1 or 2 plays because the secondary was getting gashed.
Yeah.
Confused back there, people running wide open the secondary. That's a lack of communication, bro.
But I also say a lot of them plays took a while to develop. So that to me falls on the pass rush.
Almost.
Like having Chase Young back, and he was active. I don't want to just dog him because I saw him back there. He was getting to him. He just wasn't sacking nobody. You got to just start sacking dudes at some point, man. It's crazy.
But one that Drake flipped the ball to the side, saw everybody going crazy.
That was cold.
Chase Young got to get him. Man, he felt Chase Young, and he just made a hell of a play.
And he made a play.
And he got rid of the ball before he got sacked, bro. That's
before this game. I watched a little bit of the Buffalo game that they played last week, and I thought he looked good. Everybody was saying how great he was. I'm convinced after watching. He looked awesome against us, bro. Like the way he moved in the pocket, kept himself, you know what I'm saying? Because he had some pressure on him, just nobody sacked him. He was moving so well in the pocket. The arm looks great. The 1 touchdown to Butte, he threw that bit and it landed in that boy's neck. You just couldn't have put it in a better place. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that dude good. For real.
But look, fellas, I want to thank y'all, man, for joining me, man. Y'all got to come on with your boy Mo, man. When I
peace and love, man.
I got you.
I'm going to try to come on more often, though. I'll be looking for you.
Who that?
Man? Who that, man? Appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to Sydney and shout out to my boy Motive. Thank y'all for being here, my guys. Motive AD, baby.
Hold it down,
baby.
When you coming back on, dog?
Man, I'm thinking about coming back on tonight, actually, bro. I'm thinking.
Is Zach gonna be on there with you?
Zach just hit me up. He got to go to work tonight, so I'll probably be. So I'm I'm gonna see if my co-host can get on here tonight. See if Coach Rock feel
Yeah,
like
how he
coming
doing?
on. Hey, Coach doing better, man. Much better, bro. He back to being a clown, so he good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oatmeal eating ass. He good, man. Shout out to my big brother. That's my big brother, man. Love him to
Saints
death.
fan, we like y'all said, we rebuilding. So stop getting mad over stuff y'all see on TV because, like I said, we rebuilding. Yeah, he gonna get better next year.
You go get better, baby. Look, we go fight. Hey, I'm calling it right now.
Long we don't never see no other Seattle game. We good.
We upset. We upsetting the Bears this Sunday, baby. We get.
Oh yeah, Spencer lost his starting job against what's that boy named Caleb Williams.
And plus it's Dennis Allen.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, there's two things, two storyline, dog. You're right. Dennis Allen and Caleb Williams, Spencer Rattler. Because both of them in Oklahoma together.
Bro, a lot of storylines in this game, bro. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But look, family, with that being said, man, listen. We about to get ready to get out here in a second, man. I want to thank y'all once again for joining us here on the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. I want to remind everybody to join us each and every single Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Central on the Come On In Sports Network for As the NFL Turns, one of the fastest growing pregame shows on all the social media. Join myself, Zach, Nonfiction, Learns, Jeremy, Coach, Cowboy, Carlos, and PJ as we get you ready for the day's action. We gonna be with you all the way through Super Bowl Sunday. Come on in this Sunday. I'm working on having us some special guests come through. And each and every Sunday, baby, it's the most popular segment on all the social media, baby. Straight baller, baby. Who is your straight baller for the day? Who will you pick to be your straight baller? Simply put, you pick a player of the day who you think is going to go out there and just straight ball out and have a ridiculous game. We do that every Sunday. We're going to have Learns will be back with Forward and Out. Carlos will be back with Carlos Cash Out. You know, Carlos, for all my bettors out there, Carlos gives you some real good advice, man. He's good at what he does, man. And again, we thank everybody for all the support. And if you're not subscribed, man, to the Come On In Sports Network, please do so. That's the channel with all the family of shows on it, man. We working to build that channel up as well. We're on YouTube, we on X, we on Facebook. Just join the Come On In Sports Network, man. We cover NFL, NBA, WNBA, Major League. We do cricket, Formula One racing. Look, man, we cover it all over here. Again, thank everybody for joining us. And like we do when we get out of here, love and who that.
Who that?
See everybody later. And we out.